listen to his music would be to make better music. Let's go. That's a zinger, baby. Add another zinger to the zinger counter. I still got it. Danny still got it. Okay, the end. Okay, so sure, that's bad, copying from other content creators, but what if we don't copy from another human being? What if we copy from a computer? Well, that sounds to me like it would make some pretty good content. We should make kids watch it. Take it away, Danny. Oh, sorry, regular Danny couldn't be here, so he sent me instead. I'm AI Danny. I'm an AI version of Danny, so I'm pretty much exactly the same as him in every way, except I don't have a soul. So it technically wouldn't be immoral to murder me. Real Danny wanted me to start this video off by showing you a video that he apparently made for his son. He made him a little kids animation. Now, this took a ton of hours of painstaking hand animation. He produced the song himself, and so he just wanted to share this with you guys to start off.
Are you ready? Let's go. First stop, the apple orchard. This is Annie the apple.
You guys like it? All right, I tricked you guys. Regular Danny didn't really make that video. It was actually written and created totally by AI. Isn't that hard to believe? What you just watched was the end product of a tutorial that there's a bunch of on YouTube right now. Create faceless kids animation YouTube educational videos in minutes with Canva and AI. How I make faceless kids songs using AI in under 20 minutes. I love how all the titles emphasize faceless. For a kids animation song, that feels like it goes without saying. Like in this tutorial, she's making a song about animated dogs, little corgis up on the couch. Are there methods of doing this where I might accidentally show up in the video? 3 little dogs sitting on the couch. Here is the guy who made this video. Hello kids, I'm trapped in the computer. Please let me out, it hurts so bad. Wiggle, waggle, here I come. In this method, she uses AI for pretty much everything except the animating of the dogs. But literally everything, even from coming up with the original idea for the song, she does with AI.
Give me 10 song ideas for kids songs. It gives us the idea. It says a song that teaches kids about colors using the metaphor of a rainbow.
The metaphor of a rainbow? I don't think you have to use a metaphor for that one. I don't know if you know this, but rainbows actually have colors. Like a lot of them.
So now the next thing you need to do is generate the song. So in order to do this, you need to grab your instruments and the choir, get your mic ready. Hold on, don't click up. I'm just kidding. You don't need to do that. We'll copy this spot, which is the idea of the song, and then you'd paste it in. And then the other thing you need to do is describe the vibe and the genre of the song. So in order to do this, you'll come back to ChatGPT.
So this process is really awesome for me personally because as you guys know, I'm really passionate about creating kids songs, but I just don't want to have to learn how to come up with the ideas or write the songs, or make them. Would you guys say this is a good career fit for me?
Take a listen to the first one.
There's one little puppy sitting on the couch. Wiggle, waggle, here I come.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. So she typed in something like a counting song about puppies sung by a ghost. Kids love that. Kids love ghost voices.
Ooh, it has a little bit to it.
Ooh, it's got a little beat to it. Just makes you want to dance.
I were a kid and I heard this, I would so be dancing to it. Like,
me too.
The beat is so good. The voice is clear.
If this is the one she's showing because the voice is so clear.
The voice is clear.
What are all the other ones that she skipped past showing us? What do those sound like? I could goof on these AI songs and how bad they are until the cows come home or until there's 5 dogs on the couch. But as I feel like we keep hearing time and time again, this technology is only getting better, and someday this AI might be able to generate a song that's totally indistinguishable from one made by a very stupid person. But even if you're like totally on the side that like AI art is just as much of art as human art and it doesn't totally destroy the point of art, we can still all agree it's not there yet, right? We can all agree that wasn't good music, right?
Wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle.
It sucks because, like, what if someday it is really good at it? What am I gonna say? Like, no, don't use this shortcut to make a song in 20 minutes for $0 that a human probably would have had to spend like a day on and maybe work with a music producer, which is expensive. But what I will say is that not only are you probably doing a disservice to the poor kids who are left alone long enough to fall down this weird rabbit hole of content that you make, you're also doing yourself a disservice. If you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for ways to make money for little effort and you pick this, which is basically just clicking buttons on a computer, essentially just helping a computer do its job, someday the computer's not going to need you anymore. So you can keep looking for new ways to, make money from home with zero effort and gaming the system, or you can realize that maybe not everything is about making as much money as possible for as little effort as possible. Maybe you should pick something that makes money and you like, and you find fulfillment from. Also, and no one's gonna watch any of these videos.
This is Annie the Apple.
None of these videos that these people make in these tutorials are gonna get any views. Kids content is so oversaturated on YouTube because everyone thinks they can make billions of dollars by making kids content. And the stuff that is getting views probably doesn't sound like it was sung by a voice that came to me in a dream. A lot of times I feel like the people who make these tutorials usually make more money off of the tutorials than the thing that is supposed to be making you money. And now that everybody knows how to do this and it's accessible, it's gonna become even more oversaturated.
Hi, I am an orange. O-R-A-N-G-E spells orange. Hi, can you guess what fruit I am?
Apple! Apple! How can we copyright the song we created? You didn't create... What? You'll notice in this video a lot of the lazy content that I'm talking about, in fact, pretty much all of it, is geared primarily towards kids. That's a bit of a disturbing trend I've noticed. Why is it that the laziest people try to make content for kids? Is it because they know kids are a little bit dumb and will watch anything and are easily tricked? Yeah, it probably is. I'm not gonna give you time to think about it. It is. It's just slop. It's so lazy. And I hope the people who are doing this realize that soon. Realize that people don't want to watch these videos, because I can't imagine any of it is doing well. And I also hope that you realize that today's sponsor, Rocket Money, has helped save its customers up to $740 a year when they use all the features. With over $500 million in canceled subscription. Have you ever forgot that you were paying a subscription fee for a service that you don't use anymore? That's happened to me more times than I care to admit. I'm always signing up for subscription services for like new editing software or different tools and plugins, and I don't know why I'm like addicted to it. I'm just kind of addicted to the thrill of paying $30 a month to do something that sure I could have done in Final Cut Pro but would have taken a couple extra steps. But luckily today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help me and you, and also real Danny. That's right, I'm still AI Danny. I didn't forget that. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your own money better. I've used Rocket Money to help me cancel several subscriptions, most recently the suite of plugins in Final Cut that I used once and then never again. It takes the brain work out of it because Rocket Money safely and securely identifies reoccurring charges and cancels unwanted subscriptions for you. The best part is that you can cancel right within the Rocket Money app. You don't need to call customer service for this random software you downloaded. You don't need to jump through all their hoops of answering surveys. I also love that I can create budgets within Rocket Money. Rocket Money analyzes your spending habits to create a personal budget for you. It automatically monitors spending by category. So if you're spending a little bit too much money going out one month, Rocket Money can send you a notification letting you know. So to save more and spend less, join the over 5 million Rocket Money members today. Go to rocketmoney.com/Danny or click the link in the description to get started today for free. And you can unlock even more features with premium. That's rocketmoney.com/Danny to get started for free. Thanks to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Rocket Money. One underrated part of becoming a content creator is developing your own unique style. The vast majority of creators, when they start out, are just kind of a worse amalgamation of all of their inspirations. For me, it was probably The Lonely Island and Jake and Amir with some Bo Burnham mixed in there. But over time, you start to make certain creative choices that distinguish you. Types of music that you choose for your video, the way you tell jokes, the name of your fan base, maybe even your thumbnails have a distinct look to them. I love it when creators take another step in developing their own personal style. A lot of people call it a brand. I think that sounds very corporate. To me, it feels a lot more personal than that. You're choosing what the best way to express yourself is. But unfortunately, this gives way to a completely different kind of copying on YouTube. Not copying content, but personality. What's up, goobers? The YouTubers stealing other YouTubers' personality situation is crazy. It's crazier than a gopher going up my butthole and coming out of my mouth. To start off this discussion and kind of illustrate what I'm talking about, I'm gonna give kind of a niche example, but this is a song called Deep Space Samurai. I first started hearing this song in the intro to Ryan Trahan's YouTube videos.
My birthday is this weekend. I'm going to 3 iconic theme parks this week to go stay in the most strange Airbnbs.
He first started using it in his shorts, and then he started using it in his full-length videos. And over time, to me, it sort of started to become like a theme song for Ryan. He uses it in a bunch of intros, and so when this song was playing, you knew it was a Ryan Trahan video. But within a couple months, because Ryan's videos are so popular, other creators have started taking that song and being like, and it's my theme song too.
Today I'm building a secret zoo in my house. Today I'm building 50 secret rooms you'd never find. Today I'm building 3 amusement parks in my house.
This dude, Ben Azalart, has taken the song that Ryan uses in his intros and has probably in recent months used it more than Ryan has. This might be a really niche example, and this might be something that only I notice, but to so deliberately take a song that is part of someone's like identity online and just be like, that's mine now. In fact, it's even more mine than it is yours, is crazy. There's other stylistic choices that Ryan in particular has pioneered that a bunch of people have started using, especially this one. The white screenshot of an app or a review with the rounded corners. A lot of times it's got a 1-star review on there. They've become a staple of Ryan's brand, and so of course, a bunch of people have started using that also, and oh, well, that one's my thumbnail. Okay, yeah, so I might have done that too a little bit. In my defense, the corners are not rounded, and also Ryan helped me come up with that thumbnail idea. This is kind of a weird line because this happens every time a YouTuber gets big and kind of takes the platform by storm and there's a lot of hype around them. I remember when Casey Neistat got big and suddenly every vlogger was putting these sort of lo-fi beats into their drone montages. And it's weird because at one point that was Casey's thing, and so to take that from him was specifically taking it from Casey. But at a certain point, it gets used so much that it just becomes part of the YouTube meta overall. There's so many people doing it now that by using it, you're not really taking one person's thing anymore. You're just kind of designing thumbnails the way people design thumbnails in the year 2024. Going back to Ben Azalart, the whole secret room thing is another one of those things that I don't know who thought of it first, but whoever did, you're a genius, because that's all kids channels post anymore. I built a secret zoo in my house. I built 50 secret rooms you'll never find. I built a secret soccer field in my room. I built a secret tree house in my backyard. Who is this man hiding from? You're an adult, dude. You can just have a gaming room. Go ahead, dude. Treat yourself. You've earned it. I built a secret McDonald's in my room.
Yo!
Wow. Looks just like a real McDonald's. This type of picking up one thing or element about a YouTube video that made it popular and just beating it to death and a ton of channels copying it just makes YouTube so boring. Like putting I survived at the beginning of every title, even ones that make 0 sense. I survived $1 versus $100,000 hotel room. I survived America's largest hotel room. I survived the world's only 7-star hotel. That moment when the hotel room is so large that you die. It's so big that you're dead now. When the hotel has 7 stars, the first 5 stars are to indicate how good it is. The last 2 are throwing stars. Run! This is the Mr. Beast font. It was popularized by Mr. Beast. I don't know if he was the first person to start using it, but it definitely got popular because of him. And now just like every kid's channel is like, we are Mr. Beast too. You guys, I get it. Mr. Beast gets a lot of views. He's probably very rich. But what exactly are you trying to accomplish by taking the man's font? Some of you guys have been doing YouTube for so long, there's no way you guys think the font is what made him popular. You guys don't think the font is what made him popular, right? The Stokes twins are the king of copying other people's content. Here they use the Mr. Beast font in this Eating 100 Years of McDonald's video, where they eat McDonald's food from 1950 and 2050. All right, I'll admit it, that was not the 100-year range I was expecting. You guys know what year it is, right? The Stokes twins have gained 90 million followers by basically copying everybody's ideas and trying to be Mr. Beast clones. Mr. Beast's channel banner says subscribe for a cookie, and the Stokes twins channel banner says subscribe equals cookie. Stokes twins, do you think that that is why Mr. Beast has as many subscribers as he does? Because he promised cookies? I think a lot of this comes down to blatant and shameless stealing. Some of it might come down to what Little Joel calls in a video algorithm folklore.
What interests me is this one particular moment where Ludwig says this about uploading YouTube videos.
One quick
key, by the way, if you guys are ever uploading videos. They'll use whatever the video's file name is for the algorithm.
I have heard this claim a million times. I heard it when I was just getting my YouTube channel started. And what's odd about it is that there's never been any evidence at all that this is the case.
Because so many YouTubers see the algorithm as this like weird entity that works in mysterious ways, it does seem like it could be possible for creators to believe that the font you pick in the thumbnail really matters because the algorithm uses it to sort your videos. Or maybe putting "I survived" at the beginning of a title of a video of you having like the best day of your life helps trick the algorithm into thinking that you are Mr. Beast. And for people whose entire livelihoods is YouTube, and maybe they have a ton of employees and so every video has to be a banger, otherwise you have to let people go, maybe you're more likely to cling on to some old wives' tales of YouTube. Or maybe it's just blatant stealing. Maybe they just want to confuse viewers into thinking that they are the person they're stealing from, a la ratatouille. This type of thing always happens on YouTube and probably will always happen. And my biggest gripe with it is it just makes YouTube so boring, you know? Boring, unlike this next guy I want to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the king of stealing content on YouTube, Brent Joseph Rivera! Go straight to your room, young man!
What's that on that meat, ho? Come on! I'm dead. I'm watching TV.
What's up, guys? I'm recording this part of the video from the secret gaming room I built in the White House. It's very possible you've seen videos about Brent Rivera stealing content before. He's been doing it for years, and I think he's the final boss of content theft for two reasons. Number one, the way he steals the vast majority of the time is just pure plagiarism. It's not like he's re-uploading other people's content. He's using other people's ideas, but pretending like they were his ideas. And two, longevity. Brent has been making content since Vine. I really feel like he should know how to come up with his own ideas by now. Like I said, we all start out taking inspiration from other people, but like, I think you've been doing it long enough where you don't have any more excuses, Brent. You gotta kind of learn how to make videos on your own. And it actually is strange because he copies from other creators a lot, but sometimes he does come up with his own videos and makes original thumbnails, and they do decently well. So why does Brent still resort to stealing so often? Does he just do it for fun at this point? Like for old time's sake? In a way, he's kind of like the Hamburglar of YouTube. He's like, I just am a thief. I don't know what you want me to do. It's part of my identity. I could choose not to dress like a burglar and wear a little burglar mask, but I prefer people know. Oh, you want me to change? You want me to stop being a burglar? It's my fucking name. Why didn't you tell Ronald McDonald to stop being a clown? Or Grimace to stop having a big juicy purple ass? That's right, you wouldn't. Brent practices a strategy on YouTube that unfortunately is pretty popular right now, where creators will scour other YouTubers' pages for their most popular videos and then just remake them. Same title, same thumbnail, nothing changed. This method, unfortunately, does work really well. One time, Brent copied my friend Eddie's thumbnail down to almost every detail, except he just changed what kind of restaurant he was going to. This is a weird example, because it's literally the same thumbnail, but he did change it technically. While Eddie's video asks, what toll will it take on me to eat at the same kids' restaurant in different locations over and over for weeks? Brent's video asks, how sick would it be if I ate a bunch of really good food?
I'm going to every single Gordon Ramsay restaurant in America.
The answer will shock you.
First impressions, this restaurant is sick.
Wait, that didn't shock me. That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. It's sick.
Hi, Brent. Hi, Drew. It's Gordon.
Oh, there's no way that's you.
Of course it's me. That's why I'm FaceTiming you live. Listen.
Why did he say it like that? Now I feel like he's not FaceTiming them live. Now, to be fair to Brent, he actually did credit Eddie in the description for using a similar thumbnail to him, but then he deleted that credit and changed the thumbnail to be copying this YouTuber instead. Brent, what's going on, man? Are you okay? He's like on a mission to copy as many YouTubers as possible. He can't even copy one YouTuber per video anymore. Now, while his thumbnail stealing is pretty bad, to give him credit, the actual videos themselves are usually pretty different. They're mostly just scripted sketches like this video, I exposed the world's most evil teacher. This thumbnail is copied from a Rebecca Zamolo video, and in her video, Rebecca is testing one-star teachers to make sure they never teach preschool to her daughter.
Today we're exposing the worst rated teacher. Zadie is going to be going to preschool soon, and we cannot let her get taught taught by any of these horrible teachers.
Still don't really know how that works exactly, but Brent's video is about a principal of a middle school who tells Brent that if he can spend the entire day with the world's strictest teacher, then he can become principal for a day.
Last week, the principal of the world's strictest school proposed a bet that if I spent a full day with the world's strictest teacher, he would let me be principal for an entire day at Ironwood Academy.
I don't know why the principal is making this offer to Brent, a man in his 20s with none of the relevant training. Perhaps more concerning though, I don't know why Brent is so eager and determined to become principal of a random middle school. I don't know about you guys, but I'm scared to find out.
Good morning, This is the last person I want to see on my weekend.
The last person you want to see on your weekend is the principal of a middle school you don't go to? Guys, you're all adults. He has no power over you in this circumstance. Just tell him to fuck off. Do it. Tell the principal to fuck off. In this kid's video, tell him to fuck off. So they end up spending the day with this strict teacher, and sure, she's like mean to them, but honestly, I would be too. I wouldn't want these 3 strange boys becoming principal either.
Ow! What? Oh my gosh! Why are you slapping me in the face with a hot dog? Because it's funny! What?
Even the kids hate Brent and his friends in this video. They cheer when they get punished. One of the kids tries to beat the shit out of them. They're like, yeah, our teacher might have been bad, but at least she is a teacher. You guys are just 3 weirdos. I think we have to kill you.
What do you do with Miss Harshman's water bottle?
Oh, I filled it up with toilet water.
Bro,
wait, that's actually a really funny idea.
This water tastes like...
I don't know what their goal was with that. They're supposed to get through the entire day without getting in trouble. And they're like, well, maybe if we try to poison the teacher, she'll be so dead that she can't snitch on us. It's the perfect crime. So strange plot and bad morals aside, it is just a scripted kids video. They're decently well produced for a YouTube video. I mean, Brent hired actors, rented a location for this. Outside of the content theft, Brent truly is working hard to make the world a different place. On TikTok, on the other hand, he actually does just steal videos completely, word for word, shot for shot, no credit given the vast majority of the time. But actually the most confusing example I've seen of Brent stealing content, and the one that has stuck with me the most for whatever reason, is his music. Brent occasionally posts comedic music videos, and I guess I have the assumption that when a YouTuber starts releasing music, it's kind of like a passion project for them. You know, maybe your regular videos have become too much of a full-time job when they used to be a hobby, so you start exploring new creative outlets where you can let your real creative spirit shine. Not Brent. This is Brent's music video for Doing It Wrong, a song about that uncomfortable feeling when things are just a little bit off, like uneven hoodie strings, or eating bubble tape like this, or uneven pizza slices. And this is Red and Link's music video for My OCD, which is about that uncomfortable feeling when things are just a little bit off, like uneven hoodie strings, eating bubble tape like this, or all these other jokes Brent copied. It's my OCD, it's just my OCD. I was honestly very shocked when I realized this. I found it from this Reddit thread that basically accuses Brent of stealing their song. Red and Link's song is their most viewed video on their main channel. It's probably up there with some of the most crowning achievements of their career. The song has 62 million views, and then here comes Brent to steal it joke for joke, even including a sketch at the beginning that's super similar. Red and Link starts with this kind of like psychological evaluation sketch, and Brent starts with him talking to a psychologist. Brent even went out of his way to almost word for word copy a disclaimer that Rhett and Link put in their description. Note, we understand OCD is an important mental disorder that significantly affects the lives of millions of people. Brent's reads, important note. I understand that OCD is a serious mental disorder that significantly affects the lives of millions of people across the globe. Now, I should point out that the thumbnail and title copying Brent Rivera does is in no way limited to Brent Rivera. This happens a lot on YouTube. It's actually a pretty big problem, I would say. It seems like almost every big kids channel does it, but even creators you wouldn't think do it do kind of just take other popular ideas all the time. Even creators that would like you to think they don't. I don't know if you guys know who Airrack is, but here he is in a video calling out Brent for stealing his thumbnails.
Brent Rivera, you are most likely to copy my thumbnails.
And then here he is stealing a thumbnail. Here's Mr. Beast copying a thumbnail almost exactly. Brent particularly has done this so much and been called out for it so many times that I'm actually kind of amazed he hasn't let the criticism get to him or stop him. Brent probably has enough money to never have to work again. He probably has a ton of people working for him who could be coming up with original ideas around the clock. But instead, he insists on copying other creators. Maybe copying content is just so fun that he literally cannot stop. Well, I intend to find out. On day one, I followed Brent on TikTok and YouTube, turned on his notifications, and as luck would have it, on the very first day, he posted a TikTok.
Oh wow, this is a nice car.
Thank you. G-Wagon, AMG. Here, hop in.
My ex had one of these, but I think it was fake.
Fake? So fake? What do you mean by fake?
Well, his is really high up. It was kind of easier to get into this one.
Did it by chance say 4x4 anywhere?
No, but there was a math problem here, 4 times 4 squared, but he doesn't like math.
So basically the premise of the video is that his girlfriend's ex had a nicer G-Wagon than him, but it's so nice that she thought it was a fake G-Wagon because it had all these weird branding details. Brent swooping in once again with one of the most classic, relatable scenarios known to man. It's no wonder this thing has 40,000 likes. I have not only seen this type of video before, I think I've actually seen Brent make this video before.
My ex had a fake Ferrari.
Okay, if you search when her ex had a fake car, there's like a million videos with this same premise. Her ex having a fake Lambo, her ex having a fake BMW. So it's interesting because there is this fine line between copying a video and participating in a trend. This video has been remade so many different times by so many different people, it's actually hard for me to even find the original. So at this point, it kind of is a trend. Well, recreating this one's gonna be a little bit tricky because I don't have a G-Wagon. And also, I can't rent cars from Turo anymore because I got banned after my Cybertruck review. That's real. I'm not allowed to rent cars on Turo anymore because I think I made fun of the Cybertruck too bad. So I'm gonna have to come up with a bit of a workaround for this. So I recruited Eddie, who happened to be in town, to be the voice behind the camera, and away we went.
You ready to film a TikTok, Eddie?
I love it. I love making TikToks. I love posting to social media. I love making Instagram Reels.
I wanted to be as true to Brent's original TikTok as possible, but due to circumstances, we did have to make some compromises. Like, Eddie couldn't really pretend to be my girlfriend, so he was just my friend, whose other friend has a nicer car, and instead of a G-Wagon, I used Laura's Audi. But overall, I think we pretty much crushed it. We even added in a sort of twist ending, and bada bing.
Yo, what's up, brother? You ready to go? Wait, English or Spanish? No, I'm just kidding. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. A level 10 yacht. Yo, I'm gonna rizz her up. No, don't. Are you Libby Dunn or just from Ohio? Chad, am I cooked? Never mind, sorry.
What's up, brother? Oh, dude, look, a level 10 baddie. You think I have a chance? That's why I'm the Rizzler. That's why I'm wanted for murder. Skibbity toilet Riz. Grimace shake.
Okay, a couple days later, Brent has posted a second TikTok. I went and searched a bit on TikTok. I searched this caption, and I didn't find this exact TikTok anywhere, so this might be a Brent Rivera original. This is a bit of a trend, a person who speaks only in brain rot being like Gen Alpha TikTok slang, but I haven't seen any other in this exact format where it's two people talking in the car. So I'll give them credit where credit is due. They came up with an original idea. I will say, compared to the car TikTok that they just stole, this one is not doing as well. It has 50,000 views and only 5,000 likes. I was not thrilled to replicate this one. It was a little bit tough to get through. Not that the TikTok's like that bad. I actually thought that this dude Dom did a pretty good job. His delivery on some of the lines is pretty funny, like when he says, "Chat, am I cooked?" after trying to hit on a girl.
Chat, am I cooked?
I thought that was kind of funny. It didn't feel like a video I would make, so it just felt very unnatural to me. But anyway, let's go ahead and post it. So if Brent took inspiration from a different TikTok, it probably had like millions of likes. And then if Brent's ripoff of that got 5,000. All right, just wanted to give you an update on the TikTok so far. After posting 2 TikToks, it does seem like people are starting to catch on that I might be copying Brent. Is Danny doing the same videos as Brent Rivera? So, you caught me. Yes, I am. So 2 videos in and people are already figuring out that I'm just copying Brent. So that just goes to show that if you want to copy other creators online, it's not gonna take very long for people to start noticing that you're doing that. I guess people were like, well, the first one could have just been a coincidence, but once you do it twice, then it's a pattern. And 3rd time is a charm. Once I do this 1 more time, people will be charmed by my videos. Another interesting note is the TikToks are doing really well. The first one almost has 2 million views, the second one 2.3 million, and I think they both have more likes even than Brent's TikTok. This one has 300,000, the second one has 500,000, and Brent's TikTok, oh wait.
Oh, did Brent? Oh, okay, Brent deleted his TikTok. I guess it wasn't getting enough likes. That's crazy. He just deleted it because it wasn't doing well enough. That's actually pretty surprising though that it didn't do well because mine did great. Mine has 500,000 likes. I don't know, Brent, I would post it again, honestly. This one's crushing. So now that I've posted 2 TikToks and Brent has posted 2 TikToks, but he's deleted one of them, it's kind of like I'm more Brent than even he is. And would you say that's a good thing?
You know, I never thought it could be so cool to be just like Brent. In a way, my new content strategy was even better than his. It seems like so much work to scour the web to find content to steal, but all I have to do is just steal everything Brent makes. It feels like I've got some kind of cheat code, like those websites that let you see senator stock trades. The work has already been done. All that's left to do is profit. As a content creator, I put so much pressure on myself to be coming up with video ideas all the time, so it's nice to just kick back, relax, and let Brent do all the work for a change. Maybe I could keep this up for even more than a week. Maybe I could do a month, even a year.
The day that I have been long dreading has finally arrived. Brent has posted a YouTube video. He actually posted it 4 days ago, but then the weekend came and I didn't want to work on it on the weekend, and then a couple more days passed, so he actually posted it a few days ago, but I'm gonna recreate it now. It's called I Exposed the World's Most Evil Babysitter.
Today, I'm exposing the world's most evil babysitters. These babysitters are so evil, they're banned from literally every website.
They're banned from Yelp? I can understand them being banned from specifically babysitter websites, like you shouldn't be able to book them through babysitter websites. But being banned from Yelp? That seems kind of counterproductive. I think we should keep them on Yelp if they're really that bad.
I'm gonna be exposing the babysitters to their parents in hopes of getting them fired.
They're going into these homes with the evil babysitters, and they're gonna expose how evil they are. That way the parents will fire the babysitter. You would think that being banned from every babysitter website would be enough for these parents. Like, I don't know why Brent needs to come in and prove it to them. Let's skip forward and see what kind of evil stuff this babysitter's gonna do.
This review says she super glued a kid to the toilet because he wasn't doing his homework.
Ow! Well, that's a crappy situation.
Oh, that's kind of a crappy situation. Child abuse. Yeah, that's not good.
And things were bad right from the start.
Can you believe these people? What am I getting honked at for? A-hole!
I like that this evil babysitter is just an elderly woman that doesn't drive well. She's evil! You know, just watching her, she knows damn well how to drive. She's just doing this on purpose. And then a lot of the video seems like Brent and his friends pulling pranks on these babysitters. So they may be evil, but you know, Brent is kind of fighting fire with fire. 2 wrongs doesn't make a right, Brent.
You all leave. Okay. Now, what is going on? You go stand in the corner.
Why is my daughter in the corner?
Okay, so they throw a fake party to get the babysitter mad at the kid so that the babysitter yells at the kid, and then they have the parents come back in after the party has left to be like, look, she's crazy.
They had a party, a mariachi party.
She's yelling at this girl for throwing a party. There's no party here. So it seems like in this one, they've basically framed the babysitter. So I'm gonna have to recreate this video, at least the title and thumbnail. But luckily when Brent copies a video on YouTube, he usually doesn't copy the actual video. He just copies the title and thumbnail. So I can kind of do the same thing. I can use the same title, same thumbnail, but then make the video itself kind of about whatever I want. So
I thought about doing a commentary on the world's most evil real babysitters, but then I started to read up on it, and it was way too depressing for a comedy video. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this crazy website called The News, but there's some crazy stuff on it. Anyway, I found this YouTube channel called Generation Hope that basically makes low-budget Darman style videos, and they had one about an evil babysitter, so I got to work filming a video about that. Then I took a picture of myself for the thumbnail and uploaded it to my second. That night I couldn't sleep. I couldn't help thinking about something I'd said earlier that day.
2 wrongs doesn't make a right, Brent.
I thought by stealing content I could have some fun, grow my following, and most importantly, to be honest, kind of give Brent a taste of his own medicine a little bit, but is it worth it? That night, Brent posted 2 more TikToks that I was supposed to steal tomorrow, both stolen from other creators, and sure, if I stole them, it could be really awesome, and I could get a ton of views. But the TikToks are so similar to the original that I wouldn't just be stealing from Brent. I'd be stealing from the person he's stealing from, too. Would I be giving Brent a taste of his own medicine, or would I be giving the original creator a second taste of Brent's medicine? I've already gained 50,000 followers from the 2 TikToks I've posted. Stolen TikToks. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Alright, I do have to recreate these 2 final TikToks in order to complete the challenge. But I need to do so in a way that doesn't affect the original creators. So, I'm gonna recreate the TikToks, I'm gonna edit them together, and then I'm just not gonna post them. There we go, perfect.
Okay, so this video is called POV, your older sibling is being nice, and nice is in quotes, so it's a bunch of scenes where Brent is acting nice. He's giving his sister the last ice cream bar, he's giving her money, but he's doing it in a classic older sibling way, where he's basically being kind of mean about it.
There's only one left. Here, have it.
Really?
Yeah, take it.
Why?
Take it! Hey, Lexi, got you a coffee.
Wait, what? You got me coffee?
Yeah.
Wait, did you get me a straw?
Oh, yeah, here. This one's yours.
Wait, how much was it?
No, keep it.
Here.
Lexi, keep it.
Here.
Keep it!
So we're gonna film that here today. I got Jake here, he's gonna help me film it. Jake, say that you're gonna help me film it.
I'm gonna help him film it.
Okay. I just had to check to make sure.
Oh, that's the last one. Here, you can have it.
Really?
Take it.
Why?
Take it!
Wait, why? You got me coffee?
Yeah.
Did you get me a straw?
Yeah, right here.
Oh my god.
No, this is your food.
Oh, how much was it? Here.
Oh, keep it.
No, here.
Keep it!
Here.
Keep it! Keep it! Ah!
You missed.
Alright, that's it. A week's worth of Brent Rivera content in the bag. And you know what? I feel really good about posting those videos. I got to have my fun, I got to steal some content, make a couple videos that I knew full well if I ever did decide to post them would go so frickin' viral. In fact, I had so much fun that I'm gonna keep doing it. Forever. Every time Brent posts anything online from now until forever, I am going to recreate it word for word, shot for shot, and then I'm just gonna hold on to it. So Brent, next time you steal some content, just remember, bro, I'm gonna be in my own house by myself, stealing it too. So if you're ever feeling alone, just remember that. Brent, if you're watching this and you somehow made it this far into the video, I could understand seeing all these people criticize you and having the mentality that these people are just haters, these people are just jealous. But look, man, I don't hate you. I understand you're just making videos on the internet. It probably doesn't seem like the biggest deal in the world to copy other people. Do I think you're an irredeemable person or even like the most evil person on YouTube? No, of course not. Do I think that you frequently make shady decisions to further your career? Yeah. We're both successful creators and we've both been doing this for long enough that we should be driving forces of creativity on this platform, or at the very least not using other smaller creators as rungs on a ladder to advance your own career. Maybe you don't particularly care about getting respect from other creators and literally the only thing that you're prioritizing is your bottom line. Or maybe you feel like you're making a difference in the lives of the kids who watch your videos, and so in your mind that justifies being able to do whatever to get to that position. From watching your videos, I do get the sense that you have a good time making them. I feel like if I was you, my favorite part of the job would be like getting on camera with your friends and goofing around. You probably like the parts of your job where you're coming up with funny ideas of what to do in your sketches. And I honestly would have no problem with your content if you just focused on doing that. I can tell you from experience, and I know a lot of other YouTubers feel the same way, that the more you try to exploit the algorithm or trick the system into gaining followers, like this game of copying other popular ideas, the more soul-sucking and draining this job becomes. So if you're in it because you like goofing around or you like making an impact on kids' lives, focus on that. That's awesome. I saw that TikTok someone made about you recently that you responded to, saying that your job is like their nightmare job, making content that's relatable to middle schoolers or high schoolers. And you responded with a bunch of TikToks basically saying that, you know, you make an impact on a lot of kids' lives. It did seem like a little bit like you were using the sick kids in those videos to like kind of really drive that point home. It felt a little bit weird to me. But I do disagree with the original TikTok in that I don't think that making content for young people has to be inherently this, you know, shady pursuit. As long as it's actually for kids, which I also think that you've kind of missed the mark on sometimes, and you're not blatantly plagiarizing other people, I don't think there's any problem with that. And I would have so much respect for you if you just like owned that. Having the mentality that it's okay to steal content from other people because you're making such an impact on other people's lives feels to me more like you're patting yourself on the back rather than really trying to make an effort to be like a good creative force in these kids' lives. So look, dude, I think that there's room for you for an awesome path forward? Are you gonna be the guy who stole content from other people and tricked the algorithm and used other creators as pawns all the way to the top? Or are you gonna be the guy that pursued what he loves? Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. After making this video and watching all of that stolen content, I feel like I wanna go like a whole week without watching any content. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye. What's up, Greg, and welcome back to another episode of Please Stop Trying to Give Birth at Disneyland. Please. Did you guys know about this? I just found out this is a thing. Women are trying to give birth at Disneyland in order to get a free lifetime pass. Don't do that. As I'm sure you guys are aware, because Disney is such a huge company with so many adoring fans and you know, people love going to Disneyland, there are a ton of like urban legends and lore surrounding the Disney parks. You guys may have heard of some of the more outlandish ones, like there's one that like Walt Disney's head is like frozen and buried somewhere at Disneyland or something, or like it's like Buzz Lightyear's head on the Toy Story ride or something like that. But today I wanted to sort of dive into some of the urban legends surrounding the Disney parks. Mostly the strange things that Disney adults do at the Disney parks. Although some of these things are so weird that I hesitate to call these people Disney adults, some of these things are a little extreme. Kind of feel like I should call them something else. These people are like Disney extremists or something, I don't know. The first one, like I said, women flock to Disneyland to give birth and get a lifetime free ticket, which is such a bad idea on its face. Like, please give birth in a hospital, give birth where there are like medical professionals around and not like a chipmunk. And the worst part of it is obviously this perk is an urban myth and does not exist. This is not a real thing. Laboring women have shown up at Disneyland in the hope that their bub will be born there and get a lifetime free ticket. But guess what? That perk is an urban myth and does not exist. Important to note, this article is Australian, that's why they're calling the baby in the box. And unlike last time where I was just hastily taking pictures as quickly as possible, I took some time. I created eye-catching photos to show these products' unique features and assure people the toilet seats had never been used. I also took some time to enhance the descriptions and the product listings, and then I also posted them on Craigslist. As for if it worked, well, you're just gonna have to see for yourself. Okay, here I am, back in the parking lot. The woman who is coming to meet me said she just wants to look at the rug. I hope that means she's gonna buy it and she just doesn't want to just kind of like see what I got just for fun. The rug is listed for $60, so if I actually sell it for $60 right now, I'll be past breaking even point. I can get out of the game for good. God, I hope she buys this rug. Please, God. Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Good. Look at it, it's got the rubber backing too. It's perfect. So it was new.
Yeah, so I bought a box of Amazon customer returns.
It's
all right,
beautiful.
fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, could you put it in the back of my car?
Absolutely.
Yes! 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 Look at that! 60 bones, baby. I broke even, bitch. I'm out of the game. Welcome to Profit City.
As if it wasn't great enough getting rid of that rug and breaking even, those two ladies that just bought the rug were the nicest people I've ever met. They were so sweet. I'm feeling good. I think I'm gonna do this whole thing again. Just kidding. I don't think I'm ever gonna go on Facebook again, actually. In case you're wondering, I did a little rough estimate of how many hours I spent on this side hustle. That way I could calculate an hourly wage for my efforts. It was $1. That's right, Raleigh, $23, and all it took me was 4 months.
Honestly, bravo. I did not think you were going to be able to make a profit. And just to clarify, you're not counting the cost of delivery into the cost of the box yet, are you?
What?
Yeah, it was $75 to get the box delivered, so that was on top of the $350 for the box. So technically, you haven't quite broken even yet. Hey, Danny.
After breaking even, I felt like I had done what I set out to do. I made a profit, I proved it could be done, and so I called the experiment complete. I let Laura know I wasn't gonna try to sell the rest of the items, and she wasted no time getting rid of everything else so fast. She wanted to use our garage again, man, so she just put everything up on our neighborhood's free cycle group on Facebook and got rid of it all in like a couple of days. I've been working on this video since July, and she got rid of everything in a couple of days, even the stuff that doesn't work. This video is made in collaboration with Climate Town. They came up with the idea and everything, and they actually made an entire video on their channel about the free returns problem. They did a ton of research. They're a lot smarter than me, so if you want more info on free returns, go check out their video. But that brings us
to the charity. So I have a profit of $23, or at least I did, until I sold the very last item, the box, to myself. You don't come across a cool big box like this very often. Who knows what I could do with this? I could make it a little fort. So I'm holding onto the box. Unfortunately, I did get a really bad deal on it. It was $10,000. The one time I negotiate and actually drive a hard bargain, it's on myself. So now I've got $10,023 to donate. I'm gonna be donating to Feeding America. They provide meals for people in need. I'm gonna add a fundraiser to this video down below, so if you guys wanna join me in donating, that would be awesome. Even just $1 can provide at least 10 meals for someone in need. So it's a really great opportunity to make a difference this holiday season. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not yet to join Greg, and I'll see you next time.
All right, guys, I'll admit I am very late to this topic, potentially even like a month late, depending on when this video comes out. But in my defense, I'm a dad now, all right? I have a baby. He's 5 months old. I have better things to do than sitting here talking to a camera alone in my room. Like watching Jason Nash live stream on TikTok. All right, Sandra, thank you for the money. Kevin, thank you for the money. Can you guys send me $1 million? Turns out I can do both at the same time though, so now I'm here. If you've been on TikTok lately, there's a good chance you've seen former Vlog Squad member Jason Nash constantly live streaming, compulsively urging his fans to send him money. I know I have. A lot. This man is constantly live.
Here we go, 118. Guys, don't forget to follow my podcast, All Good Things Podcast. We just spoke about it. We need...
If you enjoyed that 30 seconds of silence, guys, make sure to go check out my podcast. You're gonna love that. It's completely silent for an hour. Like me, a lot of people were pretty confused to see this. At one time, Jason Nash was a part of the most popular group on YouTube, and now he's battling the Joker for gifts on TikTok.
What a way to start the day with Tommy. Coach Tommy, thank you so much for being here.
If you've never seen one of these TikTok gifts battles before, basically there's two creators and you send gifts to the respective creator that you're watching. This bar at the top indicates who has the most gifts, and when time runs out, whoever has the most gifts wins. Their prize? All of the gifts that they got during the battle. And then the second place person also wins all the gifts that they got during that battle. So needless to say, there's a lot at stake. This is a live stream where Jason is actually battling his wife, Naveen.
Why don't you come down in the room? I'll let you in. You can come back in the house now.
Yeah, come back in the house, man. You look like Batman standing over the city. Now, hang on. If they're married, aren't the gifts just going to both of them? What kind of charade is this? Now, at first I kind of assumed that most of the people watching these live streams were children. And I was like, ooh, that is super weird, just like asking children for money. You're basically just asking them to steal their parents' credit cards. In a way, I sort of thought of Jason Nash as like a babysitter, but he's also babysitting 1,000 other kids. And if you start choking, he's not gonna call 911 because he can't see you. But after tuning into a few of his streams and actually like clicking on some of the profiles of people watching, I realized that it's actually mostly adults, which was very surprising to me. Guys, what are we doing here? Stop that. I promise you there are like 1 billion other better uses for your money than helping Jason Nash's wife crush him in a gift battle. Fun as it may be. The reason I wanted to make this video is because I think that it's kind of a very interesting look at the career span of a creator. It's a pretty new career, all things considered. And like nobody's been a full-time online creator for 40 years. So we don't really know how long this career is supposed to last or how it will evolve over time. So I think it's worth looking at why Jason Nash is here. Between the years of 2016 and 2020, David Dobrik was seemingly at the top of the YouTube ecosystem. What started as David just sort of goofing around and filming his friends as up-and-coming content creators quickly turned into partying all the time, collabing with huge celebrities, huge giveaways, and giant sponsorship deals. And if you didn't watch the vlogs around this time, you might think that David was like the biggest part of them, but it was actually more his friends doing the heavy lifting. David was always behind the camera, and sure, he would laugh a lot, and you'd hear him laugh. But I really feel like the reason people tuned in was sort of to live vicariously through David and experience the goofiness that was all of his friends. So while all of the vlogs were on David's channel and David was inevitably arguably the most popular member of the vlog squad. I really feel like he owes most of his success to his friend group. But it was a fun time. I watched a lot of the vlogs back in the day, and I really enjoyed them. It felt like you were a part of this friend group. And in a lot of ways, you were like the members of the vlog squad, because like the members of the vlog squad, you also were not getting paid for your appearances in the videos, which is something that I always found kind of weird. David's friends never got any sort of payment. Their only payment was in exposure. And so what kind of ended up happening was, because everybody else around David wanted to launch their careers off of David's vlogs, they all started vlogging too. But because they would always be hanging out together, all of their vlogs seemed to be just like the same situation from a bunch of different angles, and everybody was holding vlog cameras. It got pretty out of hand for a while there. Eventually though, during the pandemic, a bunch of stuff happened that caused David to take a step back from vlogging. Mainly a bunch of scary accusations about one of his best friends, Dom, and also him almost killing one of his other best friends, Jeff Wittick, by slamming him into the side of an excavator. After losing a bunch of followers and probably more importantly a bunch of sponsors, David posted an apology saying he was gonna do better. He said he was gonna take steps to make sure his vlogs were a safer environment for the people in them.
And I want to be able to have a place of checks and balances. I want to have HR.
If he had to choose between quitting vlogging or doing it safer with an HR team, he was gonna do that. And then he quit vlogging. Currently, David is still presumably very rich. The only place he really posts is on Snapchat, and from what I can tell, he mostly just goes around and tours really expensive houses and parties a lot. He doesn't seem to have any ambitions of creating more content on YouTube. In a lot of ways, he's sort of like the Great Gatsby of social media now. But without David sort of manning the ship that was the vlog squad, a lot of the other members basically had to figure out other avenues and other ways to make money and maintain their following after the vlog ended. Zane and Heath have a pretty successful podcast now, so does Jeff Wittick. Carly and Aaron, I believe, have a podcast too. But I feel like Jason Nash out of the entire group is having the most trouble adjusting to the post-vlog era. He has a podcast, but it's definitely not getting the same numbers that his podcast with David did, views, back in the day, which David also quit. Despite them, I think, getting a bunch of really great offers that would have changed Jason's life, David decided to quit because he didn't want to do that anymore. He wanted to be the Great Gatsby. So Jason has now been left to fend for himself, and it seems like TikTok gift streaming is what he has turned to.
You excited to go to dinner?
Man, this is content, baby. This is crazy. I didn't know all you had to do is just sit there and stare at your camera and people will just send you money. Why did I write this whole video? So a lot of the response has obviously been kind of cringing at this feeling that what he's doing now is very shady. And I mean, he's not really harming anybody, I guess. It does seem like it's mostly adults sending him money. Obviously, there's always going to be kids online stealing their parents' credit cards, so that's not great. I do get kind of a shady vibe from it just because there literally is no content for you to consume except to send him money. Like, the whole point of this stream is to see how much money Jason can make without having to do anything. That's like the point of the stream.
Melanie, thank you.
Let's go.
And you could argue that Twitch streaming has donations and, you know, a bunch of other live streaming does too. But I would argue that there's at least some content behind that. Someone's playing a video game or they're doing a podcast live and the donations are just a little bit extra on top. It's not the content itself. I've also seen a lot of people wondering, like, wait, isn't David super generous? During his vlogs, he was always giving away cars. He was paying for people's weddings, just like handing out PlayStations to people on the street. Surely he could just help Jason if he's struggling financially, right? Wrong. From some of Jason's podcast clips, it seems that that is definitely not the case. But before we get to that, I've got to make some money of my own. Alright guys, let's get those gifts in. James, thank you for the llama. Carol, thank you for the sombrero. Brian sent a Arab? Oh. Is this a gift on TikTok Live? Also, how did you get this one? This one's mine. Well, regardless, this is actually pretty convenient because this video is sponsored by Arab. Arab flavors your water using scent-based taste. And, oh, Brian also sent a scent pod? Oh, thanks, man. Okay, so I can put that on. With the scent pod down like so, it's just a normal water bottle. But when I activate the scent pod, air is able to pass through the scent pod and into your mouth, where you can taste The scent. Send me money. I like to bust out my air up while I'm getting work done. It gives my water a little bit more which is what I need when I'm trying to focus. This one right here is lime, and it is excellent. Someone said, come to Brazil. I'm busy. Air up is a unique hydrating experience. You can't get this anywhere else, buddy. No chemicals, no sweeteners added to the water, just plain old water into my plain old mouth. The scent pods come in a variety of flavors. I really like the lime and the peach. My editor, Jake, is really fond of cherry. So no matter what kind of flavors you like, there's bound to be a couple for you. You want to spice up your hydration experience, click the link in the description, get yourself an air up, get yourself some scent pods, put your mouth on the nozzle, and suck away. You look really tired today. That is mean. Thank you to Air Up for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Air Up. Now back to the video. About a month ago, when Jason was in the thick of his live streaming every day, he posted this podcast where he and a bunch of David's mutual friends talk about how different life is now that David's not vlogging anymore.
But the thing is, like, David's in this, like, moment in his life.
Yeah, where he can do anything.
Where he just parties.
Oh no, Jason. The look on your face, man. Jason's like, don't look bitter, don't look bitter, don't look bitter.
Where he can do anything.
Perfect. He can do whatever the fuck he wants now.
He calls me to play pool. And I'm like, I gotta go live, and I don't expect him to understand that.
You don't expect him to understand that you have to work to make money? You know he did that too, right? I wouldn't expect him to understand that, man. He hasn't had to work in, gosh, what is it, 2 years now? I hate to say it, Jason. I think he gets it. I just don't think he cares.
Like, I'll say things like, I'm losing my house, and he'll be like, oh, but just come play pool.
I just don't think he cares. Dude, Jason, haven't you learned anything from being friends with a popular YouTuber? You just told him you might lose your house, and he invites you over. You think he really wants to play pool, dude? He's probably gonna Mr. Beast you. He's probably inviting you over so he can, like, surprise you with a new house. He might make you do Squid Games for it, but you have a chance to win a new house. Maybe he'll give you a new car. Or, you know, surprise you with his new car like he did that one time.
My surprise to you is that I'm buying myself a car.
I know, right?
That was cool. I will say it is interesting that David seemingly stopped doing the extravagant giveaways once he stopped doing the vlog. I wonder what the correlation there is. That's kind of weird.
There was a great TikTok that he sent, which was like some guy. It's just the guy that has like a lot of money and can do anything all day. He's like, oh, Diplo's having a party tonight, and like and it's literally like things that David has said.
David sent Jason a TikTok of a rich, out of touch guy being like, oh my god, dude, this is so me. Dude, look at this TikTok. This is so me. That moment when you're rich and you're partying with Diplo and you're talking about how much you hate Jason Nash and how poor Jason Nash is. Guys, comment below if you found this relatable.
But if you think about it, though, from 18 to like what, 23, 24.
Oh, he was hitting it.
He never drank. I don't think he ever drank. Even when we would visit him, we'd be up till like midnight, just like watching the edits, just like.
Wow, he worked hard for 5 years? Let the man party, dude. Please do not burden David's poor gentle soul with your financial woes. Just let the man play pool and play with him, for God's sake. I mean, look, I don't doubt that he worked hard. The dude posted 3 vlogs a week. I'm sure it was a lot of hard work, but you know who also worked hard? Everybody in his vlogs. I mean, that dude just said it himself. They all stayed up with him until midnight watching the edits to make sure they were good. This was a group endeavor. And I know what people say. They say like, well, David gave them the opportunities, you know? He didn't have to make them famous. Yeah, he kind of did. That was like the whole point of his vlogs, was his friends. David wasn't just making them famous because he was a good, generous guy. He was doing it because that's what was working. They made him famous as much as he made them famous.
Now it's like the complete opposite. Everyone's like working, and here's him just like, hey, what are you doing tonight? And it's like a Tuesday night. Everyone's working.
Yeah, man, that is kind of a crazy switch. Whereas before, David was working and everyone was helping him. Now everyone else is working, so naturally David is partying with Diplo. Naturally, a lot of the conversation around Jason's live streams has revolved around the confusion as to why he wouldn't just get like a normal job if he was strapped for cash, or if like the social media thing wasn't working out.
Can someone make Jason Nash a fucking DoorDash account?
People are wondering, why is he pursuing this career that is like universally seen as embarrassing or cringe, rather than just getting a 9-to-5? And I totally get that criticism, because I do love being a creator. I love getting to be my own boss. I love being creative on a daily basis, working with people that I'm really inspired by, entertaining people. But if this exact version of being a creator stopped being feasible, would I start doing GIF streams on TikTok? Hell no. And not even necessarily because it's like embarrassing or cringe. It's just that like what I enjoy about being a creator, that does not accomplish. There's no being creative. There's no entertaining people. At a certain point, you like strip out all of the fun parts of the career and you just have only the most superficial parts of it left. Just money and fame. So no, if like this YouTube channel didn't work out anymore, there's a billion other things I would rather do that would be more enticing to me than like GIF streaming on Twitch. But maybe Jason likes it. He doesn't look like he does, but maybe he does. On the other hand, I could say that Jason is also older. He's lived a lot more life, he's had a lot more experience, and his career in the entertainment industry has gone through a lot more ups and downs than mine has. From what I can tell, Jason has been a stand-up comedian, he's been in TV shows, he's been a podcaster, a Viner, and a Vlog Squad member, and now a TikTok Live gift battler. Between all of those seasons of his life, I'm sure there was downtime where he could have thought, oh, maybe this isn't for me, I'm gonna get up and go get a normal job. And then, lo and behold, the next opportunity comes along. So in some sense, I do understand if Jason's mentality is like, maybe I'm just gonna do this for a little while until I get my next thing off the ground.
And I know that when I started Vine, people said the same thing to me. They're like, what are you doing? Why are you doing Vine? You know? And I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. And then I did YouTube and people were like, why are you doing YouTube? And I feel like when you're first to something, that can really pan out.
Yeah, I do get what you're saying, but also I don't know if this is the same as Vine and YouTube. Saying he's the first to this new thing like TikTok gift battling is gonna be the next big thing is very worrying to me. Please don't make that the next big thing, guys. On top of all that, there is this sort of like gamification in your head that happens when you're a content creator. Because so much of it is like numbers based, you're always looking at your analytics, hoping your numbers go up. It becomes kind of a game in your head to see if you can do better than you did last month or last year. Because of that, I feel like in a lot of content creators' heads, quitting or pursuing a different career path is seen as like losing the game, even if it's subconscious. That being said, I don't think that's a healthy way to look at it, and I would encourage people who are pursuing being a creator to find other passions that, you know, if this didn't work out, you could pursue that instead, because I think just clinging to relevancy for relevancy's sake is not a good thing. But why try to guess what Jason's thinking when someone literally asked him on his own podcast why he doesn't just get a job?
This isn't me saying this as a negative thing. I'm just totally asking.
Please.
Yeah.
Why don't I get a real job?
No, I know why you do it.
Yeah.
But like...
No, man. I know why you do it. It's pretty clear to me. But, could you tell everyone else why you do this?
Someone said that the other day, why don't you get into real estate? I'm like,
I hate it.
I don't have a real estate license.
Bo Granny?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You have to be born with a real estate license to do real estate. But darn, Jason Nash was born with a TikTok account. So he has to do that instead.
Right. Now look, would I be on TikTok Live if I wasn't in like a financial hole? I don't know. Probably not. But also like YouTube wasn't really working. And I needed to find something. OnlyFans. I can't do OnlyFans.
This is such an unrelatable thought process to most people. YouTube is not working out for him, and his first thought is OnlyFans? TikTok begging people for money? It just comes off as being so set on being an influencer that nothing else matters to this guy.
Listen, it is what it is. It's like, I was on Vine, I was on YouTube, I was on Snapchat, and now I'm doing this.
Don't say it like that.
Now I'm doing this.
I mean, I do like it.
No, man, I don't think you do. Not after that. We all saw that. So anyway, it is what it is, and I have to do it because I love it, and it's my favorite thing. Phew, that was close. Hey, we can hear you. What? You said that was close out loud. Oh no!
Do you ever think about going
to DoorDash
or to like a? I just never thought it's entertainment or nothing. I don't care what it is. Like,
what would you suggest I do?
No. It's just that
Let me get a job at Lululemon.
From what I can gather from this clip and the way they're laughing about the prospect of being a DoorDash driver or working at Lululemon, those jobs are not even on the table for Jason. I don't know his personal finances, but Jason lives in LA, he owns a house, he has kids, he has a wife. So I feel like when he's saying things like, I don't have any other skills, what he's really saying is, I don't have any other skills that would allow me to live the exact same life that I'm currently living. And honestly, I could understand if he really does like the TikTok live streaming thing, but don't laugh at other jobs like Lululemon or DoorDash like you're so above doing them, yet you're on TikTok literally asking people for money. And I do totally get that Jason has kids that he has to support, that I'm totally empathetic to that situation. It is kind of ironic that his solution to that is to ask other people's kids for money online. But that's neither here nor there. This whole situation kind of reminds me of this TikTok I saw about a month ago. My Roman Empire is all of those influencers who dropped out of college or quit their jobs, moved to LA, then became irrelevant. Like, where did they go? What are they doing now? One interesting thing that I don't know if a lot of people know is that I feel like a lot of creators who get into this situation can actually leverage some of the connections they make while they're relevant and some of the skills that they've learned to get jobs at like marketing agencies, talent agencies, social media companies, or working for other creators behind the scenes. There's actually a lot of opportunities out there, which I would know because my first job out of college was working for a YouTube MCN. While I was still on Vine, I graduated college and I was worried that that wasn't going to be a stable career, so I actually got a job working at an MCN. And then I also worked at the YouTube channel Corridor for a while before my YouTube channel took off. So just throwing that out there, there are other career opportunities where you get to be involved in the creator space, even writing or acting, stuff like that. But it doesn't have to be your operation. You can just get a stable job. All right, it's time to talk about David again. While everyone was making fun of Jason for doing the TikTok live streaming thing, David paid him a visit on Snapchat.
Dude, you're kind of becoming a legend on TikTok now.
I know. Not in a good way.
Yeah, but I think it's fun.
No, man, this is a great look. This is awesome. Multi-millionaire visits former unpaid employee wearing a crown to make fun of his new job. David, do you know why, perchance, Jason has to do the TikTok live streaming? Have you thought about that at all? During your long nights of playing pool?
Bye, guys. Thanks for having us over in your little hobbit home.
And make fun of his house before you leave? Check. Great job. Now, with all of this talk about David and Jason, I just want to make it clear, do not go and send any hate to these people in real life, especially Jason. Jason actually got swatted mid-live during one of his streams a few weeks ago, which is obviously horrible.
Anybody else inside? No. Okay, hold on. Let's get it together and then...
This is obviously a horrible situation, actually terrifying. But I cannot help but break a little smile when I look over and the two people he's gift battling are the Dobre brothers. I don't think there's a single funnier sight than watching the two of these blankly stare into the camera and not understanding what's going on. Also, imagine your gift battle opponent getting swatted and he's still crushing you, dude. That's gotta hurt. My big takeaway from all of this is if you are pursuing being a content creator, I would heavily recommend being super careful about the way you go about it. I would highly recommend not letting your success be at all related to the success of another influencer. You don't want to be the guy from David's vlogs when David stops the vlogs. Also, save your money. This career that we have, we don't know how long it's gonna last. I mean, I sort of view it as being any other type of entertainer. You're only relevant for so long, or like an athlete or something. You can only be in your prime for a certain amount of time, so save as much as you can. It's really easy to get caught up in the lifestyle of an influencer and like partying all the time and flying on private jets, buying expensive cars. And if you can make this career last for like 20 to 30 years, that's awesome. That's insane, but it's definitely not guaranteed. So just be careful, all right? For me, for your old pal Dan. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my fans here on YouTube, and if you just watch this whole video, that means you kinda gotta be a Greg now. I don't make the rules, sorry. Except for that rule I actually did make, but all the other rules I don't make. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Life as a new dad is... pretty good. Rocking my baby to sleep, watching him crawl for the first time, and there's so much to look forward to. Like finding out what kind of TikTok dad I'm gonna become. There's so many types of dads on TikTok. You got Frog Dad, I could be like Addison Rae's dad, begging Young Gravy to box him. One thing's for sure, whatever kind of dad I become, I'm excited to do it on TikTok.
Wait, what is this?
TikTok is getting banned?
Guys, TikTok might get deleted in the US forever in a few months, so I either need to move countries or fulfill my dream of becoming a TikTok dad now. Luckily, over the years, I've gathered a pretty choice list of dad talks, and today I'm going to watch them and then I'm going to become them by recreating them. So let's take another look at that Addison Rae's dad TikTok.
Can I get
Okay, so this TikTok is from a couple years ago. It's from 2022. And if you were unaware of this situation where Addison Rae's dad wanted to fight famous rapper Young Gravy, I believe it started because Young Gravy made some comment on a podcast about finding Addison Rae's mom attractive. Now, Addison Rae's dad and his mom aren't together and haven't been for a long time, I think. But nevertheless, Monty, that's his name, Monty Lopez, decided to settle the score by getting on TikTok and begging Young Gravy to fight him.
Can we meet now? Like today, it's August 9th, 2022. I'm ready and I bet you're not. Only a boxing match. Do you have what it takes?
Please, I'm begging you, Young Gravy, fight me, please. I'll let you win. I don't care. You can bring a gun. Just don't kiss her. Also, because of the UMG thing that happened recently where they removed all their music from TikTok, this TikTok is completely silent. I'm guessing it had more of a badass vibe to it when it actually had music, but now it's just kind of sad. But to be fair to Monty, that TikTok was like 2 years ago. The beef has since been resolved, I think, or Monty just realized that Young Gravy was never going to respond to him, so he stopped trying. But let's see what Monty's up to now.
What's going on, everybody? Happy holidays. Got some real funny videos that I'm about to show you. Let me know in the comments below which you want to think is funny.
Cool, man. Yeah, those are some pretty funny videos. Did you steal them, Monty? Did you steal the videos? Bad, Monty. I like that Monty is compensating for his old videos having no music by putting 3 times as much music as is necessary in this video. I don't really think that this exact genre of TikTok speaks to me. I don't really know if I want to become like the content stealing kind of guy on TikTok. Hey guys, check out this crazy clip I just saw. You're gonna want to buckle in. This is 3 hours long. I should give Addison Rae's dad type dad a shot though, so I'm gonna be recreating that first TikTok. Okay, so I was trying to think of who it would be funny for me to be trying to fight in this video. My first thought, for some reason, was Joe Biden, but I feel like if I posted a shirtless video of me screaming and begging Joe Biden to fight me, I would be investigated by the FBI, the CIA, trying to think of any other 3-letter acronyms, AJR maybe. So I'm not gonna do that. Maybe it would make more sense if I just challenged someone who already does influencer boxing, like Jake Paul. I could make this same kind of shirtless screaming video, begging Jake Paul to fight me. I can't just stop there because Monty didn't stop there. Oh no, no, no. He challenged him, he begged him, he asked him to come to his house right now, and then he also pivoted to just posting silly videos on his page. So I'm gonna try to encapsulate all of that into one video. I also noticed in this video when he stands up, it like, well, one, it says run white boy run at the bottom, and then it also reveals that he has a tummy tattoo. So I don't know if I should incorporate that somehow, like when I stand up there's a funny tattoo on my tummy. Maybe it's just a heart that says Jake in the middle. Because I want you to get the vibe from this that I just want to hang out with Jake so bad. I don't care if he's beating the shit out of me or if he's just coming over to help me water my garden.
It's actually kind of hard to write this upside down, but hopefully I'm doing this correctly. Can you even see it in the camera? Can you see the Jake? There's an effect on it. Should I use that effect? Gym light? That's kind of menacing. What other effect could I use? No, okay. Let's just do no filter. No filter or nothing.
Can I get
I didn't like filming that at all. Actually, I hate that. I'm gonna put my shirt back on. Yeah, sorry, I hated that. I'm gonna keep my shirt on, actually. I thought I was gonna do it with my shirt off, man, but I can't do it. I just can't see myself convulsing shirtless like that. I don't even think I want it on the internet, to be honest. I don't want it. Nobody should see that. So it's gone now. I'm just gonna have to live with Jake tattooed on my tummy, and that's just gonna be a secret between me and you guys. Nobody's gonna know that happened. Okay, let's try again. Shirt mode activated. It's hard to press the start button the way I have my phone propped up. The keyboard's kind of in the way here. There we go. Okay, shit. God damn it.
Can I get
That might have been pretty good. I am picking up my phone at the beginning, but I think I went menace mode for sure. Actually, the beginning where I prop my phone up adds some kind of authenticity to it in a way. I don't know if it's like a millennial pause or kind of makes it seem like this video was totally off the cuff. Like I wasn't even planning on recording this. I'm just setting my phone up because I'm getting so pissed off. Well, I guess I'll just finish her up then. Oh, there's still sound. Can I make the sound stop now?
Please?
Okay, I guess I can't. So is it just gonna be that then? That's not good. That's not funny. That's just weird. That's just me straight up asking Jake to fight. Okay. Maybe I can record it in my camera roll and then add it in the editor. Hey Jake, I just wanted to say, I didn't mean what I said back there. I don't think you're a baby. I think you're awesome. And we don't have to fight. We could just hang out sometime if you want to. Anyway, here's a funny video I found. Okay, now I have to actually find a funny video and add it in here somehow. Funny video I found. Hell yeah.
Can I get a
Hey Jake, I just wanted to say, I didn't mean what I said back there. I don't think you're a baby. I think you're awesome. And we don't have to fight. We could just hang out sometime if you want to. Anyway, here's a funny video I found. Yeah, I think it's perfect. And I think it's ready to post, and I'm not worried at all about what people will think when I post this. So I think after I create all the TikToks, we can take a look at some of the responses to them. Okay, next TikTok. My daughter being in a toxic relationship. Hashtag POV, a pack sticks up for each other. One of my favorite things about this TikTok is how many people show up. I thought it was just gonna be the dad at first, but then more and more characters keep coming in. It kind of makes the dad seem a little less badass. Like, no wonder the boyfriend's scared. He is severely outnumbered. I also love how the uncle comes into frame by touching the brother's shoulder, but it's obviously just his own hand touching his own shoulder. You know you're in for trouble when you feel your uncle tap your shoulder. You know how uncles do? Now, the weird thing about this one is that I actually don't know if this guy has kids. I actually don't think he does, but I do still think that there's something we can take away from this video. The whole concept of a pack sticking together. Oh, are they wolves? Oh, I think they're werewolves, and that's why it says a pack sticks up for each other. And that's why all their eyes turn blue, this horrifying shade of blue, and the dad has on a wolf necklace. So they must be wolves. They've got wolf eyes. Wolves have blue eyes, right? Oh, wait. They don't. Wolves have brown eyes, it looks like. I must be thinking of huskies. Oh yeah, huskies have blue eyes. Are they huskies? Leave her alone, buddy. Unless you want to get strapped to a sled and pulled very fast over a great distance. If this happened in real life, do you think that the boyfriend would even hear the dad? He's screaming and the dad is whispering. He has a few other TikToks where he plays the role of a dad navigating a kind of tricky situation with his daughter. So I guess this genre is just fantasizing about having like a teenage child and something awkward or scary happening with that child. And also you have to look really badass and you do have to be part dog. Got it, can do. Before I film this one, I actually have a much more important POV I need to film first. POV, that moment when you're sponsored by Opera. Opera makes other browsers look like that evil boy in that last TikTok. All alone and useless. Meanwhile, Opera looks like the family because Opera has so many useful features built in that it's so much more than just a browser. You've got Aria, Opera's native browser AI, which lets you get clear answers instantly. Highlight any term on the web and ask Aria to explain it. The great thing is Aria is connected to the web and can provide real-time information, unlike a lot of other AI models. Tab islands are huge for helping me stay organized while I'm working on a video. If I have several TikToks open, a couple of Google Docs, email, I can collapse them into context-based groups automatically. I don't know what accent this is supposed to be. One thing I didn't even realize I needed until I got Opera was a built-in ad blocker. It makes articles look so much more clean, which actually makes my videos look better, because when I screen record an article, there's not distracting ads all over the place. And it's super easy to turn on with just one click. If you're working on multiple projects at once, you can create entirely separate workspaces that you can switch between easily using customizable buttons on the sidebar. I don't like having a ton of browser windows open at the same time. It's super distracting and hard to sort through. So in my opinion, this
this is a much better solution. So if you want to check out Opera, then use my link below to download Opera today. Thanks to Opera for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Opera. Now let's film this TikTok. Okay, so I've been thinking a lot about how I could make this TikTok kind of my own, you know? Take everything I like about the toxic daughter boyfriend TikTok and amplify it. So first thing we're gonna do is the amount of family that shows up. I liked how much it was in the first video. We're gonna double it. We're just gonna have a ton of people show up. We're gonna have the dad, of course, the brother, an uncle. Uncle's here! A second cousin, a third niece, maybe. Also, I think instead of like a toxic boyfriend, the daughter's just gonna be getting mugged. I think that would elevate the stakes a little bit higher. And then, you know, in the original TikTok, they didn't even turn into werewolves. Their eyes just turned blue, which, granted, that would be very scary if that happened to you, but I feel like they were trying to get at something there, but they didn't quite get there. So, in my TikTok, they're gonna actually turn into animals because there's filters on the TikTok that can turn you into animals. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna do it now. So I think what would be even cooler than turning into a wolf is if I turn into a horse. And I know that there's horse filters on TikTok. I have one saved here, where if you open your mouth, you turn into a horse. So I'm gonna use this. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I look gorgeous. And then everyone just starts turning into horses, dude. The daughter turns into a horse. Uncle's gotta turn into a horse. And last but not least, the mugger has to apologize, of course. Let's go, baby. Now all I have to do is edit this, and it's gonna be ready to go. Now this dad is a whole different type of dad. His name is Brian B. Toe. I thought Toe might be his last name, but the way it's spelled out in his profile actually makes it seem like Buteau is his last name. I thought B was just his middle initial till I saw this just now. Say what you want about Brian, but he do be Toe. And I think there's a lot we can learn from Brian's TikTok. Stuck in a generation where loyalty is just a tattoo and being fake is a lifestyle. Where the real ones at? Man, Brian's so cool. I thought he was a teenager for a second because of how cool he's dressed. Hey guys, I'm just skateboarding with my backpack to school. I mean work. I hope my teacher is cool today. Oh, I mean boss. Sorry, I'm just a kid at heart. Also, I just got in a really bad skateboarding accident and hit my head real bad. Can you drive me to the hospital? I don't like this angle. Why is he so much higher up than us? Are we a child in this video? Are we his child?
Son, where are the real ones? What have you done with the real ones, son?
I'm not even sure how the caption and the video are related. They seem like totally separate things. I'm so sick of my generation. So I've decided to join yours. I'm a teenager now. In fact, I'm so young that my kids are my... All right. Now, obviously, I don't like this video. I don't like it one bit. But I'm mature enough to realize that I'm not the target demographic for this video. This video is for MILFs. 'Cause you a MILF. And I'm not a MILF. I'm at most a dill. I'm just a dad you would like. And the MILFs in the comments are loving it. Yes, you still got it. Where you been all my life? Damn, my kind of guy. More power to him, I guess. The one thing that I can't get over is the setting in which he's making this video. Are you in public? It looks like he's just in the lobby of a hotel making the absolute thirstiest video I've ever seen. You need to get to your room ASAP, dude. You are too horny to be in public. I like this guy in the background. The second he realizes he's in this video, he steps out of frame because he's like, oop, I can't be in this. Oop, get me out of here. This guy's too horny. The caption is still got it, which is a little confusing to me because usually you would say that about something you used to do when you were young. Brian, did you used to do this when you were young? They didn't have iPhones back then. Who were you doing this to, man? The reason so many people are single and not in relationships today is because we're looking for that 90s love in a 2023's hookup culture. Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, man, that's fine. Where are you? What's going on in the background here? I'm looking for that 90s love. The kind of girl that doesn't just want to hook up, but wants to go on a date to the giant dirt pile in town. I love that dirt pile. I wish I could date the dirt pile, but she's taken. Hey, get out of here! She's mine! Okay, this is good research. I feel like I'm starting to get what this guy is all about. It's a lot of like pouring your heart out on the internet. Some of it could possibly be on the verge of oversharing, but he's expressing his feelings. He's looking badass while he's doing it. It's like this emotional vulnerability mixed with this cool, mysterious bravado of being alone at the giant dirt pile.
Oh, 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 yeah.
Okay, no, that's cool, man. Look, I obviously think that, you know, that's kind of a scary joke to make, but again, this video isn't for me. Oh, oh God, Brian, the MILFs aren't liking it either. This guy is not funny. My first reaction, ew. Brian, you're scaring the MILFs, man. So I'm unaware of any gigantic piles of dirt near where I live. If there are any, I guess I'm just not cool enough to know where they are. So I'm here at the woods. Figured that would be an equally strange location to film this TikTok. So we've got strange location, the woods. We're going to have sort of a nostalgic / oversharing caption, which I'm still not sure what that's gonna be yet, but I can just figure that out while I'm editing it. I don't have to do that now. It doesn't have to have anything to do with the video, which is good. And then I also have to appeal to the youth. I have to try to make myself seem like a kid, which usually I'm not very good at, but I went to Walmart and I went to the kids section and I found some stuff that I think is gonna do the trick. Brian had a skateboard in his video, and so I bought a scooter. They didn't have any skateboards. I don't know if this is maybe a little bit too young for the demographic I'm trying to reach, but the box said ages 2 to 5. So I'm just gonna sort of pretend to be shredding it up out here at the beginning of the TikTok. By the way, I am like 75% sure that there's poison ivy under my feet right now that I'm very much trying to avoid. And I think I have, but my legs just feel itchy even just being near it. This was actually a horrible idea. Anyway, the hat. It says Fortnite on it. Can you see that? It says Fortnite on it. I found it at Walmart in the little boys section and I thought, oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is gonna appeal to all the kids. So I've got my scooter, I've got my Fortnite, and I'm ready to have some fun. Let's film a TikTok. Okay, I think I'll just pretend to be ripping it up over here and then I walk towards the camera, all cool. I for sure stepped in the poison ivy that time. Very cool. Why does this hat make me look like a pilgrim? It's like such a flat brim hat that it's gone past looking cool and gone towards looking like a full-on pilgrim hat. I am a Fortnite pilgrim. This one's just kind of a fun one. It's just a picture Shaq posted with like 20 seconds of music and then 20 seconds of silence. I don't know. Could be the mood. All right, this TikTok is by a dad by the name of My Life, not yours. So in case you were confused, this isn't you. Yes, dude, thank you. This is the kind of energy I'm looking for. When your kids need you, you drop everything. And you don't walk, you don't run, you don't even drive. You jump through the air like a giant bunny and you land right where they are. I guess we don't see where he lands. It would be kind of funny if it like cut to a reverse angle and he just landed at the bar. But one TikTok in, I am liking this guy's style. So I guess the way I describe this dad is like action hero dad, mystical sorcerer dad. Either way, he's killing it, and I really like his vibe. He's always getting himself into insane situations like this one.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Something so funny about how nonchalantly he says Happy Easter and then teleports himself into the UFO and kamikazes himself. Like, did he know that was gonna happen? Based on how chill he was, I kind of feel like he didn't. Happy Easter, guys. Oh, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck? Ah! You know, I started watching this guy because he mentioned his kids and I was like, oh cool, dad content. But in hindsight, he actually doesn't mention his kids very often. So I guess they don't need help that often because that's the only reason he mentioned them in the first video. He's actually kind of got a lot of other shit going on. He's always defending the earth from some kind of cosmic threat, it seems. And after all these TikToks where he's harnessing magical powers and defending the earth, you'd think that his kids would have some pretty nice stuff to say about him, right? You'd think they'd be pretty grateful, huh? Wrong. As dads, you know, we give and we give, but are we ever truly appreciated? No, my 7-month-old baby did the same thing to me. I was floating around in the spirit realm forever. It took me days to get back into my body. To take a step back for a second here, can we all appreciate how epic his editing is? I mean, this is pretty good. Also, the first time I saw this, I was like, holy shit, how high did this dude jump for this video? This man may be old, but he's still got it. But after watching it a couple times, I think that he's reversed the video and he's jumping off of something high onto the ground. Either that or this whole thing's real. I can't discount that possibility. I like this guy's videos a lot because I feel like we actually are cut from the same cloth in a way. I have always been obsessed with visual effects. I had a YouTube channel for this kind of stuff when I was a teenager. I would do this type of stuff, practice visual effects. I would do tutorials for effects.
Hey everybody, this is Danny Gonzalez, and today I'm going to be doing an After Effects tutorial.
I would watch every behind the scenes of like blockbuster movies that I could get my hands on. So I admire this dad's passion. It kind of takes me back in my own life to a simpler time. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm pretty excited for this one. My favorite of his TikToks was the UFO one, so that's the one that I want to replicate. I'm gonna have like a UFO or a giant spaceship in the background right here. I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna teleport onto the spaceship and blow it up or something. One thing I really want to replicate is how casually he did it. Like he didn't even know that it was about to happen. I think I just want to kind of like casually stroll up to the camera, kind of maybe wink at the camera. Or no, winking would imply that I know something is gonna happen. Maybe I'm just having a stroll, having a great day, and then I teleport up to the UFO. Would it be funny if I teleport without my clothes? That would really make it seem like I did not know this was gonna happen. Or maybe I did, but at the very least I thought I'd be able to bring my clothes with me. Like you see me teleport and my hoodie is still here and it just drops to the ground. And then how should it start? Should it have something to do with like when my kids need me or something like that? The caption could say something badass like when our way of life is threatened, I'm the man for the job. And then I teleport buck naked up to the UFO and am immediately shamed by the aliens for my tiny butt. All right, let's try this. Okay, and then I'm gonna take off my hoodie, put it right where I was, and then drop it. Okay. There was a person walking by while I was doing that. What do you think she thought? What sense could that possibly make to the average person? Maybe she knew what I was up to. She did look kind of older. Maybe she has a husband that does this kind of thing. All right, well, I'm happy with that. Also, I want to go home. All of the TikToks have been recorded, edited, and posted. Let's see how people responded to that. We're gonna go from the least viewed video to the most viewed video, starting off with Addison Rae's dad. So this was the first video that I posted, and it is by far the least liked out of any of the TikToks. It has 45,000 likes. I think people were just confused. Nobody really got the reference. The general consensus amongst the audience is that I'm going insane. The second most liked comment is, "Nurse, he's out again? Is everything okay at home, Danny?" Okay, I was doing these TikToks to make myself seem like a really cool, awesome dad, and kind of feel like it's not working based on that comment. Oh my god, he's lost it. What is he planning? Or is he just having fun on TikTok? All right, he's either planning a video where this is some kind of satire, or he's actually just having some fun, challenging Jake Paul to a fight, begging him to meet up, and sharing some funny videos. Maybe this is just who Danny is now. Okay, next up was the Shaq TikTok. Lots of people praising my very calm demeanor in this picture. You look so comfy and at ease. You don't look terrified for your life at all. Looks like they were really nice. And then one kind of eerie comment. Please don't die, I love your content. Do they know something that I don't know? I look closer and this was posted by my doctor. Oh no, he's actually been commenting a lot on here. He says, the test results just came back, it's not looking good. Love your content though. Also, was Ice Spice cool? Just feel like there's better ways he could have contacted me. Someone said, is this real? And then someone commented under it, no, it's AI. Look at Ice Spice and Taylor's eyes, or the guy on the right, his hands, or the sunglasses just floating on his shirt. So I guess he's talking about this guy, saying, no, it's clearly AI. Just look at this dude. Which, is kind of fucked up, because it's not AI, that's just a real guy. Everything in the image is real except me. And even I am real. I'm a real person. I just wasn't in that picture. It's kind of interesting as AI has gotten more popular how whenever anything is fake now, all of the comments are AI. It used to be whenever something was fake, all of the comments were Photoshop. Even if it was a video, it would always be attributed to Photoshop, and now it's AI. Even in this case, when it was actually Photoshop, the accusation that gets thrown out is AI. It's just kind of something interesting I noticed. After I posted that TikTok, I was starting to get a little bit worried. I started this video with hopes of becoming the coolest TikTok dad on on the platform before it got deleted. And based on these comments, I was beginning to worry that being a good dad didn't have anything to do with TikToks or Ice Spice. But don't worry, the comments on this UFO video fixed all of that. Thank you, Danny, we all say in unison. A modern Shakespeare brought tears to my eyes. I saw this on the news, so heartbreaking. Thank you for saving our children, Danny. Wow, this gave me chills. The things we'll do to protect our children. I mean, I don't exactly know what you did in this video, but thank you for doing it. You definitely did something to protect our children, I think. I would unironically watch this as a movie. Yeah, this TikTok was good, but I just wish it took 2 hours. Oh, Danny, where do I even begin? You are the light to my world. You are the sunshine, Danny, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Can't talk, saving the world. All right, second place, the silver medal of dad TikToks goes to the Scooter in the Woods TikTok. Raking in a whopping 1.1 million views, 295,000 likes. People are really vibing with oversharing strange location dad. One fun thing about posting all of these videos is seeing people comment trying to guess what the video I'm working on might be about based on all of these seemingly unrelated TikToks. None of them have anything to do with each other, so people's guesses were all over the place. But the most common guess, and the one that had the most likes on this particular post was, I'm guessing these videos are him doing AI prompts and seeing which ones go the most viral. Which I think, in a way, goes to show how far AI has come, where I'm replicating real videos that people have made, albeit adding my own little comic twist to them, and people assume that they were generated by an AI. It either goes to show how good AI is, or how bad I am. Either one. Someone said, too creeped out by Danny's facial expressions to even read the words. That's right, baby, that's my whole plan. I creep you out so much with my facial expressions that you don't even get a chance to notice I just admitted to burying someone in the woods. And finally, my most popular TikTok with 1.6 million views, POV Dad. With such praise as, this has to be for a video, and Danny, this is brain rot. You know, as a father, it's really important to me to have a positive impact on the minds of the next generation, so it means a lot to me that you would say that. Wonder what the new video is gonna be. What, a guy can't just fantasize about his imaginary daughter getting mugged and then his ragtag family coming to her rescue without people getting suspicious? I think that really says something about society today, and as soon as I figure out what it says, I'm gonna be pissed. Look, at the end of the day, we can laugh and giggle at all of these TikToks, but I think it's important what I learned from all of this, which is nothing. But you know what? I love being a dad. It is the best part of my life. I love it so much. And being a dad is an important job. And if you're a dad and you're working hard to give your kids a good life, there's nothing wrong with getting online every once in a while and posting a silly video or two. Sometimes you just gotta post on TikTok to take the edge off, baby. So here's to all the dads out there. I will toast my Dr. Pepper Zero to you. Clink! Alright, well thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Stealing content. When is it okay? When is it just inspiration? When is it just hopping on a trend that everybody's doing? When is it not okay? Is there a gray area in between? What about this guy?
You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. You can't make this up.
He's stealing the same intro over and over from himself. Do we have to help him? That guy found one intro and shirt combination that he's convinced makes his TikToks go viral, and by golly, he will never change it.
You can't make this up.
As a creator and a viewer of content, blatant stealing is something that makes me so mad, but what's even worse is how seemingly easy it is to get away with it, and how, like, it just works. Like, you can just become a content thief and make so much money. It at least shouldn't work that well, you know? But as you will see today, it is a very viable content strategy that is being used by a ton of YouTubers, big and small. Today we're going to take a journey through the various forms of content thievery until finally ending at the undefeated final boss of content thievery, Brent Joseph Rivera. I don't know if his middle name is Joseph. I just wanted it to sound like he was in trouble. Go straight to your room, young man. Go straight to your secret room that you built in your house. You march right down to your secret Starbucks, and I don't want to hear a peep. So on this journey, I want to start with the most straightforward form of content stealing. Step 1, screen record someone else's content. Step 2, upload it as yourself. And step 3, profit? You might think that pretty much all people would agree that this is at the very least shady, but you would be surprised the lengths some people go to justify it. Okay, this video I'm about to show you, I've already talked about on my second channel a little bit, so I'm gonna repeat myself slightly, but I think it's very important that you learn about this type of influencer called a clipper.
In the life of a $20,000 a month TikTok clipper, first thing I do when I get into my office is write down my daily goals. Today I wanted to get 1 million views in a day and make at least $500.
This guy makes business sound so easy. You can just write down how much money you want to make that day. Do you make that much money?
So I go and sit at my desk, pull my phone out and get ready to start my shift. The first thing I do is go and search for popular YouTubers to screen record.
I sit down at the desk of my fully furnished office with a maxed out PC in front of me, and I go on my phone. He proceeds to screen record a popular YouTuber's video and then combine that with some gameplay footage, which he also didn't make himself, and then he posts it on TikTok.
One of my videos last month made me $1,200 from one video.
But what about today? How much money did you make today? Was it $500? It was probably more. He's just being modest. Honestly, man, I don't know why this guy does this day in and day out. If he just wrote a big enough number on the board the first day, he'd never have to work again. I guess that just goes to show that this guy does it for the passion. I'm very confused why he has an entire office. You could have done all this without leaving your bed. You don't need a furnished office. Might I suggest an empty room with a folding chair? Why does he have a ring light if he doesn't even film videos of himself? He's like, I am a TikTok clipper by trade, but my passion is TikTok dances and lip syncing videos. So I do that shit all the time, man. I don't record any of it. I don't even own a camera, but it's nice to have the ring light there to pretend. That would be insane. Doing TikTok dances for nobody, just alone in a room to a ring light. Anyway, gotta get back to clipping. Now, before we go and call this guy lazy or uncreative, I do think it's important to note this guy actually does make original content. He makes TikToks and he does use a little bit of AI, but at least he's not stealing from another creator. So maybe we should check that out before we judge.
POV, you're a TikTok clipper making $20,000 a month using just his phone. First thing I did today was go and take a look at the view because I've decided to wake up in Malaysia just because I can. After going into the bathroom, completing my daily routine, I put my shoes down and I get ready to head out the door. I wanted to go check out some of Malaysia and kind of see what it has to offer, so I had a look around the hotel just to see what I could find. The views around here are insane, and they even had a pool on the roof, but the heights made me start feeling a little bit sick, so I decided to go back to my room and get ready to start my shift.
Okay, this whole video is like a minute long, and this whole section is all before he shows the content that he's making. A lot of these kind of digital nomad types pick jobs where they don't have to do too much work and they earn passive income so that they can travel the world, experience life. It sounds pretty fun. But I feel like from this video, this guy like hasn't figured out how to do that yet. He's like, okay guys, here's my life as a content clipper. I get up, I go to the bathroom, then I put my shoes on the floor and I put my feet in the shoes. That's where the feet go. And now I really want to go check out the city, guys. So I go over to the window of my hotel room and I look at the city, and then I go upstairs and I look at the city from up there, but then I got too scared. So I went back downstairs and I looked at the city from my window again.
Create a ChatGPT story. First prompt I put in is I tell it to generate me an Asian baby. After it does that, I ask it to make it eat rice.
Wait.
Then after 3 simple and easy clicks, I press generate video and the whole video is made for me with voice actors. Yours should look something like this.
Show me an Asian baby. Make it eat rice.
Mine should look like that? Should? So the clipper in these videos, Musa is his name, has made a bunch of posts arguing that everything he does is ethical because he participates in what is called ethical clipping. If any YouTubers would like to debate me on the topic of ethical clipping, DM me. I genuinely believe it is a win-win in every regard and completely ethical from all angles. In a perfect world, I understand why he's saying it's a win-win because he's making money and theoretically the creator that he's reposting is getting exposure. If he's taking the clips off YouTube and putting them on TikTok, then a new audience, the TikTok audience, is now being exposed to that creator. From personal experience, though, I don't really think that that's usually the case. I think usually if a clip of a creator goes viral on TikTok, the people that are liking and commenting on that video are the same audience as their YouTube audience. They're just seeing the content again. So while he thinks of himself as sort of advertising for that creator, it's more like he's selling counterfeit merch. The community notes on Twitter was quick to point out that this is intellectual property theft. And so this whole operation is not so much a career as it is a crime. From what I can tell, this doesn't really make a huge difference either way. I more so have a problem with how lazy a form of content creation this is. But I think the weirdest example of this has gotta be Jason Derulo. Yeah, like from the song. Jason Derulo. About a year ago, I learned from a Jax Films video that Jason Derulo is a rampant content thief.
This is not a joke. All he does on his YouTube channel is like make a face at other people's TikToks while blasting his own music over it. But here's where it gets kooky. As I was editing this video, I noticed something strange. So I took some of his videos and played them side by side and confirmed that yes, Jason Derulo 100% reuses his own footage across multiple videos.
Not only is he doing the laziest form of reaction content, which in and of itself is the laziest form of content, he's not even filming a unique reaction to every video. I don't like this at all, man. I don't like that he's edited into the corner, like he's not reacting to the video you're watching. This looks like I'm scrolling on TikTok while FaceTiming Jason Derulo. And he's smiling into the camera like, man, I can't see what you're watching, but I'm just happy that you're happy. And also my song is playing. I like that. In a way, this is kind of the visual equivalent to him singing his own name at the beginning of every song. It's like, okay, I like this video, and to be fair, since he got called out for this, he has stopped doing this. He no longer appears in the videos. He still does continually post other people's TikToks with his own music playing, but it seems like he is at least now getting permission to do it. So now it's just sort of a marketing tactic that, I'll be honest, is kind of smart. If he's worked out some kind of agreement with these creators where he's paying them, or he's got permission to post and he can just slap his own music on these TikToks that are guaranteed to go viral, it's a decent marketing strategy. Then again, maybe an even better way to get people dances, weirdly enough, as currency. And instead of jail, you just get punted. This next ad is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, and I'm not exaggerating. And there's no way you'll believe me unless I just play it, so here you go. Dude, what is this? Stinky fart dragon game? Dragonscapes.adventure. What the hell? What is this? The dragon farts once and the girl laughs and she's like, oh, you like that? You kind of like when I fart? And the girl's like, yeah, I guess it's kind of silly. It's kind of like funny in an immature type of way. And the dragon's like, oh, okay. Well, how about I fart so hard that I break your spine? You like my farts, huh? How about I fucking kill you? Wait, is this the same girl? Dude, it is! Wait, okay, so this ad had nothing to do with dragons, but this is clearly the same girl. She's got the same outfit and everything. Okay, maybe this game doesn't have anything to do with pole dancing or dragons. Is it just about punting this girl? Sending her flying? Okay, so the main object of this game is to wait until this girl's having a good time, see how she's dancing and having fun, or she like thinks that the dragon's fart is kind of funny. Wait until she's having fun, and then you just fucking send her. Oh, wait. In the very last frame, it looks like now she's on an island by herself. So is this like the backstory for how she gets stranded on Stripper Pole Island? She was just having a good time watching her dragon and then she got like farted onto a deserted island? Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Is this even a real game? Wow, that game looks pretty cringe. That game looks so weird. Who would download that? I mean, what do? You're in like colonial times and you form an army of dudes wearing only boxer briefs that can like form together into these sick big weapons, and then you like fight off these other armies? That's crazy. Crazy bad. That looks like a bad game. What is this game even called? Something dumb, probably. What is it? Guns of Glory? That's crazy, man. I would never want to even look at a game like that now that I know the name of it. Oh, look, this looks like one of those like episode type games, like a choose your adventure type thing. She says my fantasy ... and I guess you get to pick. Her two options are Spank Me Master or Spank My Ass Master. Is there a difference? Spank my ass, master. Now spank me, master. Anyways, guys, I think that's enough bedads for now. Now it's time for a good ad. Thanks to our sponsor, Sleeper.
You guys, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Sleeper. Sleeper is a fantasy sports platform. It's an app that's available on the App Store and the Google Play Store, but it's not just any fantasy platform, it's the best fantasy platform for all of your fantasy football, basketball, and for gamers like me, it's even got esports. The reason I think Sleeper is the best fantasy platform out there is because they've got personality, dude. I mean, look at this app. It's got a sleek, modern design. It's got a beautiful UI, very clean, laid out just right. They've got all the features you're used to in fantasy apps and more. They've got social features like voice and text chat, which means leagues that use Sleeper have more fun. They chat more, they react to moves that happen all season long, and it all comes with 0 ads. If you don't have a group of friends to play with, that's fine because Sleeper just released a matchmaking feature that will help you find the league that's right for you. So if you and your friends want to take your fantasy sports league to the next level, then download Sleeper in the App Store or Google Play. The link will be in the description. Thank you to Sleeper for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Sleeper.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. We're basically the fastest growing army on YouTube. Please do not look that up, but it is true. All right, well, thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys have a nice rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
This video is over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now. So why are you still watching this?
All right, I have 2 things to apologize for. 1, this video is definitely gonna come out after Christmas, and 2, sorry I look like such a freaking nerd right now, dude. These glasses. I have an ulcer on my eyeball. Merry Christmas to me. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. It's gonna get better in a few days. I just have to put these drops in my eyes like every 20, 30 seconds. I know this is gonna come out after Christmas because I'm recording this the day after Christmas. But to be fair, like, are modern Christmas movies even really about Christmas anymore? Old Christmas movies used to be like, you know, sweetie, this family is the best Christmas gift a guy could ever ask for. Why, I'm starting to think I won't kill myself after all. Whereas now, Christmas movies just feel like a hodgepodge of cliches that are vaguely related to Christmas. Every Christmas movie now is like, Christmas with the Stinks. What happens when Santa gets lost in a small town just 1 week before Christmas? He's gonna have to spend it with the Stinks.
Hey, come on in, we're the Stinks. We like to poop and shit.
Also, Santa is a secret agent. And he's got a gun.
I have a gun.
Starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as every role and filmed entirely in front of a green screen.
I have a gun.
Netflix presents Christmas with the Farts. Only on Hulu, July 7th. I mean, Netflix's like big Christmas movie they came out with last year didn't feel like a Christmas movie at all. It was a very confused movie about Santa being kidnapped by a witch who like sucks all of his powers up so she can imprison half of the population, which on its face does seem like it could be like a whimsical, fun Christmas movie. I just wish any of the people making the movie realized that, because they all just played it really serious and made it feel like a Marvel movie.
Hey, Fred. Got a 5'11" male grown-up hovering by the scented candles. Keep an eye out.
Yeah, we got a guy maybe stealing 1 candle. Can we get somebody to take him in the back and kick his ribs in? Also, Santa appears to have some kind of deal with the US military. They like escort him around with fighter jets. What does the US military get from this deal? Santa, are you making them bombs? I also feel like this movie does this thing that a lot of Christmas movies do now, where because Santa's whole operation is basically impossible, basically, not, you know, I still believe in Santa. They try to come up with lore that explains it and makes it seem more believable. So like in this movie, instead of Santa's village just being like a dozen elves helping him, it's like an entire city. It's a metropolis. Yeah. Now that actually makes it make less sense. It actually made more sense when it was just magic. Thank you though. Anyway, I don't really want to spend too long talking about that movie because it's pretty boring. And I also want to talk about the movies that I actually want to talk about. Dear Santa and A Very Jonas Christmas. Dear Santa also came out last year, and the premise, if you can believe it, is that a little boy writes a letter to Santa, but he is dyslexic, so he accidentally addresses it to Satan. And then Satan shows up. And it turns out he's the guy from the Minecraft movie. Yeah, very different kind of idea for a Christmas movie, but in their defense, at least they made him terrifying. Yeah, I don't know what kind of processing they did on Jack Black's face, but he looks very uncanny. I mean, he looks like a video game character. To the point where, like, he might be completely CGI. I don't know if Jack Black knows he's in this movie. And I think that this right here is what might have given me that eyeball ulcer.
Young kid writes a letter to Santa, but he misspells it and it goes to Satan. So Satan, played by Jack Black, shows up at Christmas time and comedy ensues.
Why did they put Jack Black in quotes?
Played by Jack Black.
Does Jack Black know he's in this movie? That's why Jack Black is in this movie that we made about Satan. On all accounts, this movie makes zero sense. I don't know why they made this. A child being haunted by the Lord of Darkness should be the plot of like a horror movie. Is he gonna be like his friend? Are they gonna hang out? Is this gonna be like Gooby but with an evil monster? They already made that movie. It's called Gooby. Now going into this movie for the first time, I knew two things about it. One, that Jack Black plays Satan. And two, that something happens at the end of this movie that is in very poor taste. I was very curious to see what that was, but as the movie progressed, I honestly had a hard time seeing how that could possibly be. I mean, after all, there's so much insane shit in this movie, how could there possibly just be one thing? So most of this movie revolves around Satan trying to get this little child Liam to fulfill a deal in which Liam gets 3 wishes, and Satan gets his soul for eternity, and Liam goes to, and excuse my language here, hell. And in fact, he does eventually fulfill the deal, which leads to this very confusing montage.
What? Why so blue?
Why so blue? I just sold my soul to the devil.
I'm sorry, I'm having a little trouble seeing why him selling his soul to Satan made him cool suddenly. Damn, look at that kid. He's so cool. What's his secret?
I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell.
So like, does that lead to the poor taste ending? Is it Liam's parents' marriage falling apart? Is it Liam trying to use Satan to get his crush to fall in love with him? Is it this kid's teeth? Is it him wishing Satan would resurrect his brother from the dead and it happening? Oh, yep, that's it. It's that.
We wanted to make sure that it didn't get too dark. It didn't become a horror movie or anything like that.
I don't know, guys. I think you made it too dark.
We wanted to tell a nice Christmas story.
Yep. It's nothing like Satan resurrecting a little boy from the dead to make you forget this movie had anything to do with Christmas. Also, like a third of this movie revolves around Liam going to a Post Malone concert to impress his crush. And of course, Satan puts a spell over Post Malone to make him think that he's best friends with Liam. And when I was watching this, I was like, okay, so they must have just like repurposed all of this Post Malone concert footage from an actual Post Malone concert, right? Oh no. No, there's Liam dancing up on stage with him. Damn. They really threw a whole Post Malone concert for this weird ass movie. That's crazy.
And I wanted to bring up probably the most important man to my career and the inspiration for my music.
I am happy for Liam, but I'm concerned for Post Malone here. Bringing a 10-year-old on stage and being like, this little boy is my muse. He's everything to me. It's definitely gonna put a weird stain on his career. Everyone in the crowd is like, yo, this Liam dude sounds awesome. Post Malone has lost his mind, but this Liam kid can dance. Hey guys, it's me, Santa. I probably look a little bit different than you're used to, huh? Probably expecting a guy in a big red coat with a white beard, huh? Well, this is what I actually look like. All that stuff about rosy cheeks and a big white beard is all made up. Coca-Cola made that up in the 80s. I have always looked like this. Anyways, guys, I was just popping in here to thank SoFi for sponsoring this portion of the video. As we all know, one of the simplest and most powerful ways to build wealth is actually by earning interest on your money. Making your money work for you. Just like I make the goblins work for me. Like, that's right, the elves are another thing Coca-Cola made up. They're actually goblins, and sometimes I also hire ghosts. But here's the thing, when it comes to interest, most banks give you a tiny amount, like a fraction of a percent. But thanks to today's sponsor, SoFi, we're gonna change all that for you, all right? SoFi is a mobile-first finance company helping its members save, spend, borrow, and invest. When you open a SoFi checking and savings account and set up an eligible direct deposit, you earn a competitive APY, and there are no account fees. One thing I do want to make clear is I do still like milk and cookies. So if you're like, oh, this isn't the Santa I know, I'm not gonna leave out milk and cookies. That's the one thing I do like. But I like oatmeal raisin. I'm an oatmeal raisin guy. That means your money's not just sitting there, it's working. Every dollar you earn in interest can earn more dollars in interest. Over time, that's gonna really add up. You'll even get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. And you can access additional FDIC insurance up to $3 million on deposits through a seamless network of participating banks. For a limited time, when you open a new high-yield savings account, you can get up to a $300 cash bonus and a 0.7% boost on your savings APY with eligible direct deposit. Terms apply. So start putting your money to
to work like I put those geese to work pulling my sleigh through the air. That's right, reindeer can't fly. I use geese because they can fly. Head to SoFi.com/Danny, click the link in the description, or scan this QR code to learn more and get started. Thank you to SoFi for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out SoFi. Merry Christmas! I just laugh like that. Now, I got a lot of requests to talk about this Jonas Brothers Christmas movie, A Very Jonas Christmas. And the movie definitely lives up to the title. Almost this whole thing is about the Jonas Brothers. So this movie is about Nick, Joe, and Kevin having like one last concert in London before they have to fly home for Christmas with their families. But due to a series of goofy hijinks, they get stranded. And at one point in the trailer, it looks like they even get lost in the woods in Europe. When I watched the trailer, I was like, how the fuck are they gonna get lost in the woods? There are no airports there. So when I first heard about this movie, I was very excited to watch it. I think the only other movie I've ever seen these three brothers in is Camp Rock, and that movie was very easy to make fun of. And I don't really even think they've made many movies since Camp Rock. I mean, on Rotten Tomatoes, Nick's picture looks like it's from like 2013, Joe's 2015, and Kevin's 1978. Also, look at the poster for this movie. Is this about them trying to get home for Christmas or assailing a foreign dignitary to assassinate him? We got Nick in the car, Kevin in the train, and Joe is definitely gonna die up there. Oh yes, there's no doubt about it. This movie is gonna be pretty bad. Let's look at what it's got on IMDb. Oh, a 5.7. Okay, that's actually better than I would have thought. What about Rotten Tomatoes? 92? Wait, it looks like people actually really like this movie. And look at this dad on TikTok. He's losing his mind laughing. Did the Jonas Brothers make a good Christmas movie? On purpose? Okay, so I have watched the movie, and I will say it's better than I thought it was gonna be, but that doesn't mean that it's not insane, because it is still insane. For example, you're probably wondering how the Jonas Brothers got stranded in Europe in the first place. Like, obviously, most people have to deal with, like, holiday travel congestion, but the Jonas Brothers probably fly on, like, a private jet, right? They're not dealing with regular air traffic. Well, like I said, they just finished their tour. They're anxious to get home to their kids. It does kind of seem like their kids aren't really that anxious for them to get home.
I'm gonna be home tomorrow and I'm gonna take you skiing just like I promised. And she could care less.
That does kind of lower the stakes of the movie a little bit, that they're like, guys, what are we gonna do? We've gotta get home for Christmas. Our kids need us. And their kids are just like, nah, we're good, man. Don't worry about it. We have really healthy attachment, so we're not gonna fret too much about it. Don't do anything too drastic. How about we get lost in the woods and eaten by wolves? Well, Nick and Kevin are anxious to get home, actually. Joe is a little bit sad that tour is over because he's gonna miss his brothers, so he starts unknowingly venting to none other than Santa himself.
Nothing like Christmas to help a family rediscover its magic.
Except our Christmas plans are to get the hell away from each other, so.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Hold up. They want to get home for their kids on Christmas? No. Santa cannot allow that. Santa hates kids. So Joe walks away, and Santa is upset that the Jonas Brothers aren't going to be spending Christmas together. So he comes up with a brilliant plan. Nay, a perfect plan. Nay, a terrible plan to keep the Jonas Brothers together.
Christmas spirits, I've seen something tragic. These boys shan't get home till they rediscover their brotherly magic. Unless they decide to spend Christmas with each other, the spell will keep brother stuck with brother.
I mean, that's wild. Is that a thing that Santa does? He casts spells like a witch? Dang, maybe I take back what I said earlier.
Hey, come on in, we're the Stinks. We like to poop and shit.
No, not that. The thing about the magic. It actually made more sense when it was just magic. Thank you, though. Yeah, that. Don't worry, though. The consequences of his spell aren't anything too crazy. After all, Santa Claus works in subtle ways. Holy shit! Santa, did you check to make sure there weren't people on there? Let's have a moment of silence for all the people on that plane that involuntarily volunteered their lives for the greater good, helping the Jonas Brothers reconnect. I had no idea that when Santa worked his magic, there was so much like death and despair involved. That's crazy. Also, it's a little bit disturbing that I feel like the Santa in this movie has already done worse things than Satan did in that entire movie.
You're the uptight, responsible one. You're the lovable tramp, and I'm the relatable human cardboard. Forgettable Curly. The world's most unlikely rock star. Not Nick or Joe. The one that still lives in New Jersey.
Dang, they are really leaning into this ragging on Kevin thing in this movie. Like, damn, I know this is a thing people joke about. I know I've written a whole song about ghosting the guy, but you guys are his brothers, dude. Feels different when you do it. This movie is also a musical, which is kind of fun. A lot of the songs are very catchy, like Coming Home This Christmas. Unfortunately, music labels have been like very strict about copyrighted music on YouTube, so I can only show you like a tiny little snippet of it. Now, one thing that made it kind of tricky to write a video about this movie is that they do this very self-aware thing where anytime like a goofy plot detail comes up, they make a joke about it before you even get a chance to think it in your head. Wait, they're getting to the train station just barely before their train, but they're gonna stop to sing a song about it? That's kind of...
You think we have time for a song?
Yeah. Oh, they already... Okay. But isn't this whole plot just the plot of a bunch of Christmas movies?
Have you ever seen a Christmas movie? It's literally the entire plot of the film.
Damn, they're good. Who knew the secret to making a flawless movie is just pointing out all the flaws before anybody else has the chance? Honestly, it is a pretty good tactic if your sole goal with the movie was making it really hard for commentary YouTubers to make videos about it. But it does feel very defensive, and it also kind of gets old to, in every scene, be like, yo, this is kind of weird. What is going on here right now? What the hell, is that a camera? Also, there's a lot of parts in the movie that are actually genuinely funny, and they kind of ruin them by doing this like self-aware thing. Like this song that Nick sings from his musical Home Alone the Musical, where all the lyrics are just about how being home alone means that there's no people in the house. It's a very funny song. Also, I think that YouTube is claiming this one less, so I think I can show a little bit more of it. But even when the movie is actually funny, the writers still feel the need to be like, what the hell are these guys even talking about?
I can't believe the show only ran 3 weeks. I can.
I'm sorry, Joe. Nick is just being so random right now. I mean, what is this? Some kind of movie? On Disney Plus, perhaps? Another downfall of this movie is that it really hinges on you knowing a lot about the Jonas Brothers. I mean, they weren't kidding with that title, dude. This is a very Jonas Christmas. Ideally, they want you to know, like, details about the Jonas Brothers' personal lives that I just am not in tune with. So I felt like I kept missing references. Like, apparently Joe has a line of candles.
I know what you need. A calming chamomile candle. My new line, Glow by Joe.
Also, apparently Nick and Kevin are married with kids, and Joe is divorced? I didn't know that before I watched this movie. So every time they would vaguely reference it, I had no idea what they were talking about.
Got a few bad breakups under my belt as well.
I'm not sure what to do here. Like, do people pretend not to know literally everything about your personal life? Or like...
Yeah, it must suck for everybody to know that you have brothers? That's what we're talking about, right? You had 2 brothers and then you got divorced with one of them, so now you just got one, huh? I know so little about their personal lives that in my head, Joe just is his character from Camp Rock. So when I heard that he was divorced, I was like, damn, it didn't work out with Mitchie. You guys were so perfect for each other. So more wacky hijinks happened, and eventually they get picked up by Santa, who I gotta be honest is a very unorthodox Santa.
I live a very solitary life. My home is very remote, and my work is all-consuming.
Yeah, he's like lonely and burnt out. I guess maybe he doesn't have the elves in this version of Santa, and so he has to do it all himself. Maybe he makes every present via terrifying spell.
This lone wolf has always daydreamed about being part of a pack.
Would you mind pulling over? I just want to go check on my brothers.
Hey, would you mind pulling over? You're freaking me the fuck out. Eventually, they find a private jet to fly them home, but the pilot crashes the plane because he's taking sexy pictures of himself while flying.
Come on, son. We need to. Wait up.
I like how the plane is in complete free fall and they don't seem to be affected by the G-force at all. We're going down! Everybody, brace for impact! Oh, fuck! There's this running plot line throughout the movie about how Kevin secretly wants to sing in a Jonas Brothers song, but they never let him and he's too scared to bring it up. But at the end of the movie, they make it home to their families and they're all singing and they finally let Kevin sing. It's a fun moment. It's great to finally hear him sing, and it's great that they're finally letting him. But then in real life, I just saw that Kevin just like released his own solo song. So it kind of seems like the opposite happened in real life. In the movie, they're like, yay, Kevin is singing. And in real life, they're like, you have to sing as far away from us as humanly possible, please. Honestly, though, all in all, this movie was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I was laughing at parts. I even looked like that dad from that TikTok at a few parts, dude. I was sitting on the couch kicking my feet. I was giddy. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hate to break it to you, but I don't know, this will probably be my last video of the year. Enjoy your New Year's celebrations, everybody. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye. What's up, Greg, and welcome back to the Romance Channel, where we cover the hottest romance movies known to man. When you think of the perfect love story, what comes to mind? Passion, lust, destiny, brothers, psychological intimidation, gazebos. All of those? Yeah, all of them? Good. Because today we're talking about The Kissing Booth. I've had this movie recommended to me for a while, and I recently sat down to watch it, and I gotta say, guys, I'm pretty confused. This movie has a completely normal premise, and there's actually nothing wrong with it. It's not weird at all. Guys, don't we all have a best friend? And don't you and your best friend have a written, strict set of rules that you guys follow to maintain your friendship? And isn't one of them, don't fuck my brother? Do not have sex with my brother! Of course, so see, I don't know what the problem is.
Just don't end up grinding coochies with my brother, or I'll literally never talk to you again.
Grinding coochies? What the? Ugh. All right, you know what? Just for that, that's it. I am making the video. The Kissing Booth is a bad movie. This movie starts off with way too much exposition. Instead of a normal movie where you sort of naturally learn about the characters as the story progresses, the movie decides to just dump the main character Elle's entire life story on you in like 3 minutes. Interesting that the rule says like no dating either of our relatives. This rule was clearly made just to keep Elle away from Noah. Elle's only immediate family in this entire movie is her dad, who's like 50, and her brother, who was probably like 2 when they made these rules up. Her mother, I don't know if you know this, but she unfortunately did pass away, so she is not in the picture anymore. So did Lee propose this rule being like, hey, so if you stay away from my brother, then I, a child, won't fuck your dad? Deal? One day while getting ready for school, Elle rips her pants and has to wear the only other option that the uniform allows, which is her skirt, which is a little bit too short for her comfort, and she ends up getting groped by a jock. Luckily, Noah, who we've established as being, if only we could heal my mom with some kind of kissing booth! The doctor's like, you two need to get the fuck out of here. Obviously, that was the first thing we tried. Before Elle and Noah can get together, though, we need to find a little bit more out about Noah. Like, who is this main love interest? We know that he's violent, which is awesome. But the movie also has to show us how manipulative he is. You see, it all starts with Elle exploring some other love options at school. For example, the man that groped her earlier. Calls her kiddo? Gross. Lock this man up immediately. You still got a lot to learn, kiddo. Like, for example, how fucking crazy I am. You have no idea. You have no fucking clue. But you're gonna learn today. I'm naked, baby. The Flynns are a very controlling family, aren't they? Like, in Elle's friendship with Lee, he's made all these rules that he has to follow. Like, don't fuck my brother. And now Noah has rules like don't fuck anybody else. It's an entire family where they're like, hey, who are you gonna fuck? Who is that? Who is that? Don't fuck him. Fuck me. No, don't fuck me. That's not allowed. So the Kissing Booth is coming up, but Elle is having a little bit of trouble getting people to volunteer to work at the Kissing Booth, obviously, because that sounds gross as hell.
Need peeps to work our kissing booth. You in?
Seems like she started texting people that don't even go to her school. This guy? This like bald middle Lincoln in here? Frida Kahlo? This girl has quite the contacts list. I do respect Abe for his honesty though. You know, I guess that is what he was known for. But I understand his reservations. He has not had good luck with booths in the past. After a few more uncomfortable scenes of Noah protecting Elle from herself, it's time for the Kissing Booth. Since they're short on volunteers, when it comes time to actually do the Kissing Booth, Elle ends up having to step up to the plate, and Noah, our sweet, violent Noah, decides, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going in. Where the fuck did he come from? Was he just lurking beneath the sand to jump out?
Don't make me beg.
Ah, she said no! Leave her alone. Noah's a really confusing character in this movie because they kind of portray him as this like popular guy that gets all the girls and then he goes goblin mode, which apparently she's pretty into.
Oh, wait!
The Hollywood sign at night. You guys ever been to the Hollywood sign at night? Great place to make out. Great place to get eaten by coyotes, too. I feel like a lot of people don't realize the Hollywood sign's like in the middle of a nature preserve. I think there's like mountain lions and shit up there. A coyote comes out from behind the Hollywood sign and is like, fucking by the Hollywood sign again, huh, Noah? This man's got some game. All right, guys, get out of here. I'm gonna have to eat your asses. I love that his secret spot to come and be alone is the Hollywood sign. Yeah, don't worry. I know a little place where we can be alone. It's called Times Square. We'll have a little more privacy up there. From there, their relationship blossoms. They go on dates. That concludes our time together today, you guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my subscribers on YouTube, so if you want to join Greg, just hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button, and then before you know it, your name will be legally changed to Greg. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye-bye. What's up, Greg? Lately, I've been seeing a lot of discourse around alpha male podcasts on YouTube. I've seen a lot of really good commentary videos talking about these insanely misogynistic podcasts where the hosts, under the ruse of giving dating advice for men, will basically just insult women for an hour straight. Guys, here at the Fit Wolf podcast, we know that the dating game is tough these days, you know? Men don't know what women want and are finding it harder and harder to find a good girl to settle down with. So tip number one to finding a good girl is invent a time machine. Invent a time machine and go back to the 1750s, because that's the only way you're gonna find a decent woman. Because every woman nowadays is a thought. That's right. Every single Michelle out there that I used to date a month ago is a thought. They get mad at the dumbest things, like saying that women have no inherent value and their only purpose on this earth is to bear my children. And they forget to turn off location sharing even though they broke up with me a month ago. Michelle, I know you're over at my friend Brandon's house right now.
I'm outside.
But I think I might have found something that takes things one step further. I saw this video on Reddit the other day that's a trailer for something called The War Room. And instead of being a podcast for these like alpha male, misogynist, entrepreneur type guys, this is a club for those same types of guys.
After I joined the War Room, that was the year I made $100,000.
On the surface, this kind of just seems like a trailer for a club where you get to hang out with a bunch of bald guys and smoke cigars and talk about business and making money.
1 year ago, I did not even have a business. I didn't make money. Now I make 5 figures every month.
I didn't have a business. I didn't make money. I didn't even want to start a business before I was forced to join the War Room at gunpoint a year ago. But now, I have a business where I'm selling fitness products to all of my friends. And if I get them to sign up too, and their friends to sign up too, and their friends to sign up too, I could be making minimum wage. But if you watch a little bit longer and you look a little bit closer, there's more here than meets the eye. For example, quotes like these.
Making money is easy. You just take it from somebody.
Doesn't sound like making money. That just sounds like stealing.
In the War Room, you learn how to be James Bond, where you can just pick up any weapon and use it.
I'm sorry, I think I'm struggling to see the connection between business and knowing how to use any weapon. Is the War Room an actual militia? I was just assuming the war in War Room was just for branding because men like violence, but now I'm kind of scared. It keeps cutting back and forth to like shots of them shooting guns. I'm a little worried about making this video, honestly. Usually when I make commentary videos, the biggest thing I have to worry about is getting a copyright strike, but now I'm worried about getting a drone strike. A lot of times, like, the alpha male types will use metaphors like talking about how we're like wolves, or like how love is like a war. So I assume this is like a metaphor, like business is like war and dating is like war. But the War Room is like war is like war. Get your gun, dude, we attack at dawn.
A lot of people had a bad time in college. I was not one of them. And I quitted a lot of that.
Did that guy just shoot fire out of his hands? What does that have to do with any of the skills you learn in this club? I didn't know anything about business before I joined the War Room, but I've been a member for 5 months and now I'm a wizard. How does being a wizard help you with business in any way? Does being magic help you organize your finances in some way? Who said anything about business? You did. That's what this club is about, isn't it? That's it. This interview's over. Okay, I'll stop. Give me money now. Definitely makes me want to join. You got dudes shooting guns, swimming, doing group exercises on a hilltop, watching other people gamble, smoking cigars. It kind of just seems like one super long bachelor party for men whose wives have already left them. And then at the end of the video, it gives you the URL to sign up. It says 54 countries, 1,000 members, and resist slavery. That's the last thing it says in the whole video. It says resist slavery, and then the video ends. And it's like, yeah, I will. I am. So I keep saying this club is about business because that's kind of what the trailer was implying. It's about like networking with all of these rich, influential people, making money, stealing it from people, using your magical powers to steal money from innocent civilians. But if you go to their website, there's not really any reference to business, which is confusing. And the description on their website says this: the War Room is a global network in which exemplars of individualism work to free the modern man from socially induced incarceration. Okay, but like, what do you guys do? Like, if I join, what do I get to do? I get you're gonna free me from socially induced incarceration, but what does freedom look like to you guys? Is it like, am I quitting my job to go to a cigar pool party? Actually, this package costs 4,000 pounds, and they have packages on their website that go up to 7,997 pounds. Do any of these guys not see the irony and being like, individualism rules, dude. Society is like jail. If you conform to society, that's like being in prison, basically. You're basically a slave at that point, while also being like, yeah, I paid $7,000 to join a club where everyone looks and dresses like me. I didn't want to be a stereotype, okay? So I joined a man club to smoke cigars and shoot guns. And that's sort of what makes me an individualist. It just feels like they're kind of playing the like, I'm not like other guys card. And I guess in some sense they're not like other guys, because most guys can't bend the elements to their will like that one guy. But other than that, I mean, it's just like all the pictures are just guys hanging out in dimly lit clubs, doing military style drills. I don't know what's going on here. In case you're not sold yet and you haven't been convinced to join, let me read you a little bit more, because the War Room's website uses like every cliche pickup artist tactic to try to get you to join this club. We got the classic negging. What can you bring to the War Room? Truthfully, very little. Probably nothing at all. You are not ready for the War Room. You will not revolutionize what we built. If you had the capabilities we required, you would already be inside. What? They think I can't bring anything to the War Room? They think I'm some kind of sucker who doesn't have my life in order and can't manage my money. I'll show them. I'm gonna take out a 4th mortgage on my home and I'm gonna join this club. We'll see how stupid they think I am then. They also use like the get it while you still can technique that's in like every as seen on TV commercial. This chance won't last forever. We will not hold this open for everyone. Soon, membership will close. The War Room members and their sons will remain the closed wielders of global influence into eternity. Holy shit, dude. They're closing submission soon? I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go. I'm not doing this for me, okay? I'm doing this for my son. I guess my son gets to be in the club too if I join. I gotta go. Now, I don't have any way to look and see how long it said this on the website, but if I had to guess, I would guess that it's been on there as long as this website has existed. Why would they close submissions? How does that make any sense? Do they want to stop making money? The founder of this club is like, whoa, I'm too rich, all right? That's one thing we teach in the War Room is you can't have too much money. I mean, if this is like a militia, do they have enough soldiers? Is that why they're closing? Soon, 1,000 bald men wearing tightly fitting t-shirts will be storming the beaches. We can't wait around for you forever. So you might be wondering who the head of this club is, right? It must be someone like very rich and influential if he's expecting to get people to join just based on like the connections that you can get from the club, right? Well, this is where things get a lot more creepy. And also not monetizable. This is the part that is the reason this video probably doesn't have ads on it. My name is Andrew Tate. I'm a retired 4-time world champion kickboxer who is now a multi-millionaire, and I'm the most competent person on the entire planet to teach you about male-female interactions. How did I become rich? Webcam. Definitely gonna need him to elaborate on that a little bit. That's so vague. Mr. Bezos, please. You're the richest person in the world. Do you have any advice to young up-and-coming entrepreneurs on how to start a business and how to get rich like you? Book. Huh? Book. Need I say more? Yes, please say more. We literally have no idea what you're talking about. So you're probably thinking like, did this guy invent webcams or something? Is he like famous on Twitch or something? Is this Sapnap? I don't know. I've been running a webcam studio for nearly a decade. I've had over 75 girls work for me, and my business model is different than 99% of webcam studio owners. If you had to guess whether it's different because it's more creepy or less creepy than other webcam studios, what would you guess? Go ahead and vote down in the comments below, guys. Do you think this is gonna be creepy or no? Over 50% of my employees were actually my girlfriend at the time, and of all my girlfriends, none were in the adult entertainment industry before they met me. My job was to get women to fall in love with me. Literally, that was my job. My job was to meet a girl, go on a few dates, sleep with her, test if she's quality, get her to fall in love with me to where she'd do anything I say. Holy shit, this is insane. And then he gets them to join his webcam empire where he gets them to do, you know, he gets them to get nasty on camera. I'm not a lawyer, but does this not... Does this not feel illegal? At the very least, this seems like insanely creepy. This feels abusive. It feels like he's just confessing to crimes. That's why I want you to join the War Room, all right? You're gonna learn about making money, picking up women. You're gonna form a militia to protect me from an international tribunal for my many crimes that break international law. For legal reasons, that was a joke, okay? I don't know if this is legal or not. So I guess what he meant when he just said the word webcam was that he's exploiting a ton of women online for his own personal gain. In hindsight, it seems so obvious. How did I not guess that? Let's watch another promotional video for the War Room. This is on Andrew Tate's YouTube channel, and it's called The Matrix Predicted the Great Reset Explained. Basically, it's a video where this guy compares his life to the Matrix.
We are living inside of the Matrix. and I am Morpheus. I know you're sitting thinking, why did Tate not decide he was Neo? Because Tate has all the Aikido and the masterful, nearly superhuman abilities.
Yeah, I used to be a kickboxer, so I'm basically in the Matrix. Actually, the reason I take the war room guys to the gun range so much is so they can shoot at me and I can dodge the bullets like Neo. It's like, okay, dude, if anyone here has superpowers in the war room, we know who it is. And it is not you.
Now, when I say we're living inside the Matrix, I'm not stating that with irony or as a joke. We are genuinely, actually living inside of the Matrix. The Matrix is real.
Yeah, something tells me that even though he keeps saying literally, and this is not a metaphor, that it is a metaphor. Something tells me he's not literally saying that we're living in a computer simulation that's controlled by, like, aliens or whatever the Matrix is about. I actually haven't seen the Matrix. I think that's what it's about. Something tells me that's not the point that this guy is making, even though he keeps saying literally. In the description of this video, it says, stage 1 fighting against the Matrix is to become rich. Learn how here. I'm sorry, that's the first step? You know it's gonna be an unhelpful article when step 1 is become rich? Like, step 1 is something that takes years, and some people will never do it. Also, again, I haven't seen The Matrix, but I'm fairly certain that was not the first step in breaking out. I don't think Morpheus was like, listen, machines are trapping humans and using them as batteries in their simulation, and the only way we can break out is by setting up a dropshipping business and investing in Ethereum. Ethereum's actually great because you can verify smart contracts. It's actually the best crypto out there. Imagine if this dude is right and we really are living in the Matrix. Like, what does being free look like? Oh my God. I did it. I'm free. I made it out. All right. Hey guys, we got another one. All right. Welcome to the club, buddy. Hell yeah. Congratulations, man. Yep. You finally made it out of the simulation. Wow. Thank you guys so much. Where's everybody else at? What do you mean everybody else? Yeah, the only other person here is my girlfriend who I'm scamming. Or I mean dating. Yeah, but I mean like in the whole world. Like there's gotta be more than just you guys in the real world, right? What the fuck? You don't like us? No, it's not like that. I mean, sorry. I was picturing there being more than just like 3 normal guys in a room when I exited the Matrix. Normal? What the hell, man? Yeah, we're not normal. We shoot guns and make money out here. Yeah, we're big into making cash out here, man. Did they do that in the Matrix? They actually do, yeah. Not the way we do it. Okay, how do you do it? Hey, you're stealing my shit! Okay, I'm just saying, all things considered, you guys don't really seem that different. Honestly, if anything, this seems more like a simulation than the world I was just in. How so? Look at you guys. You're all holding guns. All you do is talk about business. You guys are like NPCs from GTA. You all look like slight variations of the same sim. Are you guys sure this isn't a video game? All right, man, as if I'm gonna take advice from a beta-ass bitch like you anyway. I'm just saying. Okay, that was actually sick. You guys should have led with that. How was that not the first thing you guys wanted to show me? You know what, man? Get out of here. You don't belong here anyway. Yeah! What? Go! Get out of here! We don't want you! Yeah. Okay, alright, I'll go. Honestly, I'm actually not really sure how to get back, but if one of you show me, I will go. Get the fuck out of here, man! Get lost, you son of a gun! What are you still doing? Get out of here! Go! I feel like this is definitely a video game.
How can I keep my husband? I want to keep him happy, and I think all the women listening too, they want to know the secret.
I'll tell you the secrets. Men are biologically designed. We're evolutionarily hardwired to seek status. You want power, you want status, you want the fast car. You don't care about the car. You want everyone to know you have the car and they can't have the car. Right. If everyone had a Lambo, you wouldn't want a Lambo. So every single thing we do is status driven to some degree.
It's true.
Meaning the female we are with has to add status to our lives in some form. If you want to keep your man happy, you need to think, how do I make my man look better to the world? How do I make him look better in front of other men?
What a bizarre take, dude. How to be a good woman? Make your man look good to other men. You basically need to be a wingman for your husband to pick up dudes. I hate arguments like this so much. Alpha dudes are always trying to bring up like what men are hardwired to do. What have men been evolutionarily designed to do? Here he's saying that like men are hardwired to seek status. Men want a Lamborghini. You know how every men want a Lamborghini because it's a status symbol. Even if it worked out that like evolutionarily that's something that is in men's nature, that doesn't make it good. You know what else is in our nature? Thinking sugar tastes really good. If you didn't tell someone that sugar was bad for you, they would think like, oh my God, this is the best thing in the world because it tastes really good. If you put 10 pounds of candy in front of a caveman, he would eat all of it and then he would throw up. and then he would die probably because he's never eaten that much sugar before. But hey, I guess that's just kind of what he was hardwired to do. So if you want to be a good cave wife, you got to go out there and you got to get your man as much candy as you can find. You want to go to the store and buy him one of those lollipops that's as big as his head that he always wanted when he was a kid, but his mom would never let him have. And that's the only way to keep men happy, all right? These alpha male type guys are always trying to sound like scientific. Like this is the science-backed way to attract a mate. And this is the evolutionary way that relationships are supposed to be. But I feel like if they were being honest, they would recognize that there's a difference between what humans like naturally are inclined to do and what is healthy and what is sustainable. You know what else increases your status? Murder. Can't be anyone higher up on the hierarchy if they're all dead, right? It's weird. I don't see any of them advocating that, but it's the same primal instinct that they're talking about, so why don't they? To prove what a sick and cool lifestyle this guy has, here is a video that he posted on Christmas while apparently alone in a hotel room.
Merry Christmas. I think a lot of people have the wrong idea about me. They look at me and they go, you hear about that Tate guy, you know, he's a 4-time kickboxing world champion, he's tall, he's strong, he's smart, he's fucking gorgeous.
That's the wrong idea? People have the wrong idea about me. He's smart, he's rich, he's tall, he's funny. When in actuality, I am short, rude, and poor. Anyway, yeah, that's the war room. I feel like this video took a lot of twists and turns, but as I kept clicking on different links on this dude's website, I just kept getting more and more shocked at what I was finding. So hopefully this was an entertaining video. I was considering purchasing like a war room membership as part of a follow-up video, but I honestly do not feel good about putting any money in this guy's pockets. I'm honestly a little bit worried that if I paid this guy 7,000 pounds, it would go towards like more guns or like a prison cell for his employees. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and now it's time to talk about our sponsor. Guys, you know what you're probably not gonna get if you spend $5,000 to hang out with the guys from the war room? Delicious home-cooked meals, which is why I thoroughly believe that today's sponsor, HelloFresh, is a much better investment than the war room. HelloFresh has been a long-time sponsor of the channel, and I love their service. Every week, they send you 3 delicious meals that you get to cook at home with all of the ingredients pre-portioned, so you can skip all of the prepping and planning and going to the grocery store that, if you're like me, stresses you out about dinner time. HelloFresh is equipped to be able to serve a bunch of different lifestyles. With fit and wholesome recipes and low calories or carbs, you can indulge in delicious meals without having to worry about breaking your diet. My favorite things about HelloFresh are that 1, I only know how to cook a handful of things, and HelloFresh has a huge variety of recipes. Like every week you get to choose from something different. And 2, they're a super sustainable option. The packaging that they send you your food in is already recycled content, and HelloFresh cuts down on your food waste by 25% over grocery shopping. Cooking with HelloFresh is fun and honestly super easy. Anybody can follow the instructions and it'll kind of make you feel like a chef. So if you want to check out HelloFresh, then go to HelloFresh.com and use my code TrulyGreg16 to get 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. I don't know what the surprise gifts are, but if it's anything like their food, I'd say it's worth it. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for supporting my channel by checking out HelloFresh. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.
I recreated every single step from Scooby.
Curtis? Hello.
Hey.
You're probably wondering why I've called you here, aren't you?
You said you wanted to make a video.
Well, yeah, but that's only half the reason that I called you here. That's right. The other half is that, honestly, Curtis, I'm worried about you. I don't know if you've seen lately, but it's getting pretty dangerous out there. The world is a dangerous place. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a plane just flew into that building.
Oh my God.
Right on cue.
Did you do that?
Exhibit A? No. Look, crime rates going up through the roof. Murder. Death? Did you know every person dies now? Point is, Curtis, there's people out there who are trying to hurt you. They're trying to kill you, Curtis.
Me?
Yes, you specifically.
What'd I do?
You're just, I don't know, how do I say this? Has anyone ever told you that you're an easy target before?
Huh?
See, yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Curtis. The headphones, the texting, the hands in your pockets. If I started attacking you right now, you wouldn't even be able to defend yourself, man. Your hands are all busy. Not to mention, you're not even wearing shoes. Good luck running away.
I was being polite.
There's nothing polite about getting murdered, Curtis.
Attack me, see what happens.
Attack! What the fuck?
Exactly, like I said.
How?
It's not all bad, all right? I have found a YouTube account that specializes in self-defense advice just for people like you. For easy targets.
Okay, so you're gonna teach me how to not be such an easy target.
Not only that, Curtis, I'm gonna teach you how to defend yourself from everyday life situations that we all encounter. Like
another plane crash that you just
like another getting mugged, getting stabbed. You're getting out of your car and some guy runs up behind you and just starts punching you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
This happens to you all the time.
Yes, yeah, just all those happened this morning.
But today, we're gonna fight back. That hurt? Come on, you could not have just hurt yourself like that.
Why'd you do that to me?
You did that.
How could you? We were friends, man.
This is worse than I thought.
I'm a lost cause.
Let's get into the video. So this is the self-defense guy we're gonna be watching. His name is Self-Defense Goat.
Damn. Okay.
No one's ever hurt him.
This has a lot of enemies, I guess, though. Seems like
Yeah,
people are
that's
always
true.
Trying. I think he's just an idiot, putting himself in really dangerous situations all the time.
Well, let's see what happens if this guy pulls a yellow gun on you.
Give me your money.
Yo, man, yo, take it.
Yo, man, yo.
Yo, man, yo.
Someone pulls a gun on you, yo.
Take it. Here. I got nothing else. I got no phone, I got nothing. I got family, man. You gave him everything. He still got that gun pointed at you.
See, that line makes it sound like they know each other,
Right.
and they've been like friends for so long. You helped him move, you helped him get through a tough breakup.
You've given him everything you got, man.
And he still wants to shoot you in the head.
When he was at his lowest, you were there. If I was his family, I'd be pretty upset because he was like, I got nothing. I got family. but
that is crazy. Also, the way he says, take it. It sounds like he's mugging him now. He pulls a gun, take it, take all of it.
Okay. Who's doing the mugging here?
Your goal is to get as close to the weapon as possible. Ideally, he's even pointing at your head trying to scare you.
Sorry. Ideally, he's pointing a gun at your head.
Maybe it's easier to grab it when it's, as far away from your hands as possible. Right up here.
Yeah. Maybe you like bite it.
Yeah, maybe that's what he's about to do. Maybe it's because getting mugged is so scary that he just wants to be put out of his misery as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I want this to be done immediately.
Ideally, you're facing the other way looking out at a beautiful sunset, and he's got the gun pressed right up against the back of your skull.
Taking one final breath.
So I'm going to turn out of the way, 2 hands on the weapon right away, pull it into your chest, rip it off.
And you shoot yourself. Take the power out of his hands.
Yeah. Just get out of the way, back, hands. Pull it into your chest. He said rip it off. He rips off his hand.
His tutorial is like, how to stop a mugger is just talk to a unimaginary cameraman and be like, no, this is what would happen if you're mugging someone.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would kind of mess with their heads.
Yeah, wait, pretend to be mugging me right now.
Okay. Give me your fucking money right now.
I gave him everything.
Smash, tap, rack, and go if need be.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much just the classic smash, tack rap.
Smash, tack rap, go if need be.
I guess that's his like YouTube ad-friendly way of saying then shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
And if need be, go.
Yeah. What are you in jail for? I goed.
I went.
Yeah.
This one is going to be really important for you because this is how not to be an easy target, okay?
Okay.
You got your no shoes on, you had your headphones on, hands in pockets. You're about to see just how dangerous that is.
Okay, wow. Dude, he stabbed him in the ass. What was that sound?
I don't know. I think it was the guy screaming. Wouldn't it be crazy if that was the whole video?
Well, look at Mr. Karate Kid. That is a pretty sweet hoodie, though. Look how easy he's going to be to murder and take his phone. Sunglasses on, huge headphones, hoodie I could just rip him down with. Oh, you're mine, buddy.
Okay, well, he didn't even do it, though. He's just talking, you're just imagining it.
Oh, you're mine, buddy.
He's already
You're
gone.
dead.
He's like,
oh, I'm going to enjoy this one.
All right, yeah, it's not.
Oh, yeah. Wait, where'd he go?
It's
nighttime all of a sudden.
Is he saying that out loud?
That must be in his head.
Okay.
Now let's find out how to not be an easy target.
Oh, look at Denim Dan. This guy's going to be an easy target. Well, maybe not. He's got kind of this desk there. He's walking pretty confident.
So the caption says desk stare, but I think he's saying death stare.
Desk there.
Oh.
He's got kind of this desk, got like a desk strapped to his. I feel like that
gaming. I guess it's a pretty hard target. You got a big desk in the way.
Yeah, he's clearly cracked at Fortnite.
This desk there, he's walking pretty confident.
Yeah, he also says he's walking pretty confidently as this guy is like...
Yeah, he's so scared. How are you supposed to, like, other people walking down the street like... This guy's easy to fucking kill.
He's only got one earbud in. Jacket versus hoodie.
It's my favorite Mr. Beast video. Jacket versus hoodie.
It's your lucky day, Denim Dan. It's your lucky day.
Wait, he did say that.
Denim Dan, it's your lucky day.
Okay, well that actually does make him seem more crazy.
Yeah. I'd be so terrified if I was walking by someone and was like, this guy would be easy to kill and steal his phone.
Wait. Maybe not. He's got a confident walk.
You could be Denim Dan if you wanted to.
Yeah, I guess I should have been wearing denim for this video.
Yeah.
Jean jacket.
Jean hat.
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder's here.
Hang on a second, guys, because I've got a self-defense technique of my own. Today's sponsor, ExpressVPN. Guys, using the internet without ExpressVPN is like walking around a park with flip-flops and headphones. It makes you an easy target. Did you know your internet service provider can legally collect data about every single website you go to and then sell that information to advertisers? Luckily, when you use ExpressVPN, it becomes like your armor. Your Gene armor. Your internet service provider can't see your activity. Your identity is anonymous thanks to a secure VPN server. And your data is encrypted for maximum self-defense. It's super easy to use as well. You can connect with just one click. Here I am changing my location to Canada. That way I can watch The Office on Netflix. It's not available here in the US, but it is in Canada. And you can do this with a bunch of streaming services and shows. It's sick. It works on your phone, on your laptop, even routers. That way you are always protected. I don't want to miss out on content that's not available in my area, and I also don't want anyone spying on me, especially not my internet service provider. That's why I use ExpressVPN. To find out how you can get 3 months for free by scanning the QR code on the screen right now, or clicking the link in the description, or going to expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. That's 3 months for free by scanning this QR code or clicking the link. Thanks to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back into it. Now this is an instant that people actually do encounter somewhat often as road rage.
Yeah, people get that a lot from me. Yeah.
So what kind of stuff do you do? Just sort of like tailgating people?
Yeah, I have usually probably 4 to 6 full cartons of eggs in my car at all times.
Oh, you just throw eggs?
And I just kind of, yeah.
Egg people on the highway?
I just egg people on the highway. I egg them on. Quite literally.
Yo, what are you doing, Matt? What the hell's your problem? Yo, man, yo, chill. When it comes to self-defense...
Oh, he's okay.
Yeah, the rest of this video is from heaven.
He's just like an angel.
So what's crazy about this road rage incident is this guy cuts him off. He didn't even have to stop. I mean, I get that people get super irrational during road rage incidences, but it seems, I feel like this person should be the one who got out to shoot him, because he got cut off.
Right, yeah.
The other guy cut him off so bad that he had to kill him. It's like,
no one can know about this.
He almost caused the accident, right? But what did I do? I honked the horn, I fingered him.
I missed that part of the video.
Yeah, when did that happen? Yo, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you were fucked up for that, actually. That was super weird. He fingered... What does that mean? Oh, like...
You gotta check your ego, man. Don't finger him. Don't him
Don't make that guy sing, man.
Even though I wasn't technically in the wrong.
Wait, hold on. Did you notice that in the video, he had like his wife or girlfriend in the car next to him? And she also got shot? Okay, yeah, so see, there's someone in the passenger seat here.
Yeah.
But then, as he's talking to the camera...
Check your ego. Even though I wasn't technically in the wrong, he cut me off.
Oh, she's dead.
So this is a real death that happened.
Yeah, he's like, luckily I did survive this incident. She did not. Don't worry, the paramedics are on their way. I just wanted to film this video real quick.
Luckily, he's a very bad shot. Every bullet hit my wife.
I escalated the situation. He felt like he was threatened.
Felt like he was threatened? He was in his own car.
Yeah, he was fine.
That psycho's trying to kill me! I'm gonna kill his wife. He felt like he was threatened, and now I'm dead. Okay, yeah, he is dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Confirmed. That is canon.
And looking at his account, yeah, this is the last video he ever posted.
That's not having a self-defense mindset. Be smart, stay safe out there. Check your ego.
Oh my god. Wait, but he checked his ego. Why is he still getting shot?
I guess he didn't check. I guess that guy didn't check his ego.
Yeah. It's like, come back here and finger me. Finger me, are you? So there's don't be an easy target.
Yeah.
But also maintain a self-defense mindset. And I do appreciate that. It's like, try not to get into the situation where you need to be defending yourself in the first place.
Right.
I think we can all agree that's probably the best self-defense tactic you have available. Belt versus knife self-defense.
Yo, give me your money. Stay back, man. Stay back. Yo, is that a knife, bro? Do you know how to use your belt for self-defense?
Do you?
Yeah.
It took you like 20 seconds to take off your belt. I don't know if you noticed there, but he had some good tactics to stall the guy. He said, yo, is that a knife? Like he was going to be interested in what kind of knife it was.
Yeah, yo, is that my favorite knife you have?
Is that a Swiss Army knife?
Damn.
Cool, man. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. I gotta jerk off to this knife. Just kidding. Also, he must have a really big belt buckle. Like how brutally this guy gets hit is actually pretty crazy. Just wanted to show you my knife.
Yeah, I was trying to sell this knife to you. That's why I said, give me your money.
Damn, look at that wide stance for this too. That's crazy. He's doing the splits.
Some fucking psychopath.
You mess with the wrong guy.
Here's how you defend yourself against a knife.
Oh, do.
Oh, do. Oh, please do.
That's what the mugger says when you pull out your belt. Oh, do. Back, he was that a knife, bro. Oh, do.
Oh, do.
These are really good captions.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that they like to start the videos with someone just being brutally murdered.
Yeah, it's a good way for audience retention, right? I feel like now on we should just start our videos with killing someone, like right in the first frame. We just have some poor bastard. Maybe his car broke down on the side. He's covered in eggs. You know, I took him home, and I took him home. And I start my video. I'm like, hey guys.
The guy in the headlock is like, I gave him everything. Folks!
Yeah.
You know what to do when somebody pins you against the fence and stabs the shit out of you?
I firmly believe there's nothing you can do.
No.
I mean, there's definitely things to do to avoid getting here in the first place, but when you're here,
there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Ow. You're dead, man.
Fence and stabs the shit out of you?
He says it in a way that has like that relatable moment when someone pins you against the fence and stabs the shit out of you.
We've been there, man.
I'm trying to establish control of the weapon. If I can get my forearm here, great, but he counters that by pushing me away. If he pushes me away, this is my new threat.
It'd be crazy if in this hypothetical situation that's like now very controlled, he still gets stabbed to death. He's like, and I'm trying to get his knife, but he just keeps getting me. I put my forearm, he counters. God, this guy's good. This guy's the self-offense goat.
I'm moving that out of the way.
Now his butt's to me, and I finger him.
In the States, shoot him. If you're in Canada, run. He's got a knife.
Sorry, buddy.
Damn.
You're not allowed to shoot him. 3 signs you're getting punched. That one sounds funny.
3 signs you're getting punched.
Number 1. Ow!
You look like Tom Hardy if I ordered you on Wish.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
You look like Tom Hardy if I ordered you on Wish. Not Tom Hardy.
Right, yeah. So thank you.
You look like the face Tom Hardy would make if I ordered you on Wish. Tom Hardy would be like,
okay.
Do you know the 3 most common signs before someone punches you in the face?
Sign number 1, you just told someone they look like if Tom Hardy if they ordered you on Wish.
First sign, forward aggression. Second thing to look for is those clenching of the fist.
What do you think the third one's gonna be at this point? He's just like cocking his arm back?
Yeah, winding it up, I guess. If someone says why I oughta, you're done for.
Tension, and they're getting prepared for something that maybe you're not prepared for.
They could be getting prepared for something. If they're moving towards you with fists clenched.
Well, what could it be?
Visual diversion? That's gonna be the third one?
What?
The third one, they're gonna be looking off in another direction, trying to distract you with their eyes so that you look away for that split second so that they get the job done.
I may be moving forward towards you, fists clenched.
Yeah.
But I'm actually gonna punch that guy. Hey, Curtis, let's both go punch that guy.
Okay.
Oh.
Bouquet of flowers.
Oh, it's on location.
No!
Yeah, really? Here's 3 signs David Copperfield's about to beat the shit out of you. Look at here. What to do if you're pushed.
What, you want to go?
Jesus. Do you know how to deal with a push? Well, definitely not having as little balance as possible.
What, you want to go?
Didn't stand a chance. And his feet too.
Oh no.
I've seen, you know, bar fights, people get into fights, but it's always like, you know, fist punching or they're, you know, kind of wrestling around on the ground, just grabbing each other, pulling each other's hair.
Right.
I've never seen this like push and like whoa! It goes crashing through 3 walls.
Yeah, got guy-shaped holes in each wall. Yeah.
Do you know how to deal with this? No, I'm not Wile E. Coyote.
Do you know how to deal with a push? I'm opening up that door as much as I can.
Okay, so I go. But then
I can go like that.
Yeah.
Both knock each other out.
Do you know how to knock yourself and your opponent out at the same time?
So the key here is as it comes up is just open up enough. Hopefully my boxing turns on now. And
God, he looks so scared there. Don't hurt me.
Please. Not again. Is he actually gonna hit me this time?
He's like softly blinking up at me.
What are you doing to this guy?
He already got pushed, man. He's been through enough. He also just said, hopefully my boxing turns on now. I've never practiced boxing before, but I really hope I know how to box.
I hope the skill comes out of nowhere.
and I just bring that hand forward as much as I can.
Jesus. He was not expecting that second one.
Bring that hand forward as much as I can. He's still standing there. I throw another 1 or 2. But that doesn't always work, especially if they're super big or if you were caught off guard.
So if you don't know how to do all that he just did, the old wax on, wax off, you can do a soft fall.
Okay.
That would really throw your attacker off if he pushed you and you actually fell, right?
And yeah, that would fucking confuse him like crazy. Now what?
I thought he was gonna get closer to me.
Suck all that in to minimize the damage that you take.
The most vulnerable guy I've ever seen. Quit your job, man. You don't have to be there.
When that push comes down and he goes to break fall this time, now he's not there.
That's the way you're supposed to fall.
Straight into a coffin.
Like a fucking vampire.
He's suddenly in a suit and palmed.
Time. Now he's not there.
Now he's not there.
Yeah, he is.
Where'd he go? I can only look up here. He's like,
yeah, nobody tell him.
Also, that night before you go to the bar, look up what color the carpet is at the bar and dress like the carpet. So you fall to the ground, then you sort of scuttle.
Like a little crab.
Okay, Curtis, so if all else fails and you need to defend yourself, all of the making yourself a hard target didn't work, he pushed you and you didn't fly far enough away, you're gonna need to fight, okay?
Okay.
The good news is, all you need is 1 punch, okay? You can end any fight with 1 punch, and I'm gonna show you how.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Jerking the Lexus.
Yo, what are you talking about,
You
man?
cut me off in the
chill,
parking lot.
Chill.
Do you know who I
Stay
am?
right
You wanna
there.
go?
Don't enter my
You wanna
space,
go?
man. Do you know how to end a fight in 1 punch?
I can see why he hired this guy. He's so good at, like, leaving the frame as quickly as possible.
Yeah, he's a pro at that.
My space, man. Do you know how to end a fight?
He's just gone.
Once I felt like my foot was planted enough that I could push off of it, I had to make sure I wasn't showing the punch or creating a tell. This is creating a tell. Loading, shrugging, trying to punch and come out. So the first thing you want to be good at,
Loading, shrugging, trying to punch to come out.
making sure your arm is...
God. I just feel like there's a more tactical way he could be standing in all these videos. Instead of just, like, the most malleable, just...
What are you gonna do to me now?
I feel like he should be trying to evade it or something. He's just, it's so sad how willing he is.
I deserve it.
Yeah. And he's like, and don't worry about this guy, by the way, guys, he deserves all
He
this.
deserves all of this. He's a hellish fiend of a man.
You should see him off camera.
Remember, in self-defense, he's approaching me, I'm hitting him, and I'm trying to get away.
He said you're punching him and trying to get away. Yeah, you gotta pick one, I think. Yeah. He's on the ground, you're punching him, and you're like, let me get out of here! This sicko's attacking me! Unhand me!
If they're a bigger opponent than you, then you don't just hit them with your arm, you have to hit them with your body. If they're further away from you, you can open up the hand and do like fingers into the eyes. You might break your fingers, but at least you're not going to get involved in a fight anymore. If you train martial arts, use your fist. If you don't train martial arts, use your palm.
I thought this was gonna be like a one punch. Like he's gonna teach us how to do one specific punch, but he's like, I don't know, you might want to stick your finger. Let me think. You might want to stick your fingers in his eyes. You might want to
finger his butthole.
Hit him with this side of your hand.
This part with your body.
Yeah, lean him over, spank his ass.
Spank his ass, pull and tug on his wiener.
I don't know. What was I talking about?
The title is End of Fight with One Punch.
There is no guarantee when it comes to self-defense, like one punch is going to get the job done. That's just clickbait, guys.
What the fuck? He said that like that's not the title of his video, but other people do that.
Yeah, I would never clickbait you guys.
Look, other people are gonna try to convince you can end a fight with one punch. That's just a bunch of clickbait bullshit.
The pussies would say. I would never do that.
And honestly, only pussies would fall for that too. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for the money.
The reason why I punched him in his face, because his hands weren't protecting his face. If his hands were here, it's a whole different entry.
And that's the end of the video.
Nice.
Honestly, I'm sure there is some good self-defense advice in here, but I just like the way these videos are shot.
Yeah, they're, especially the short videos, because he's like, okay, we gotta get people's attention. So.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Curtis, well, you know what, honestly, man? I'm proud of you.
Thanks,
I feel like I can tell that over the course of these past, gosh, I don't know, we've been recording for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you've really changed, you know?
You think?
Yeah, I feel like you've taken the initiative. You're no longer an easy target. Honestly, now, you're a threat. And for that, I commend you. What's up, Greg? Did you know that anybody can make an iPhone game? If you wanted to, you could just like come up with the most insane idea for a game that doesn't make any sense, it's not fun, nobody would ever want to play it. And you could program it, or you could hire somebody else to make it for you, and then you can submit it to the App Store. And it seems like as long as it works, in the most like liberal usage of that word, like as long as it doesn't make your phone explode, then Apple will approve it, and then it'll be on the App Store and anybody can download it. Anyway, I thought it would be kind of fun to search the App Store and try to find the worst games I could possibly find, and then play them, and like do like a review, a playthrough of sorts. If you make any like normal search on the App Store for a game, like I searched Angry Birds in iPhone and iPad apps, and then you scroll down past all of the games that you would expect to see, eventually you'll just stumble upon the least fun sounding games you've ever seen. Angry Cock, anyone? Can I interest anyone in some Angry Cock? Bad Granny, Angry Grandma? Okay, Pig Evolution is a strategy game. Bad Granny is a scary neighborhood evil game type game. Yo, not only is the grandma evil, but the game is evil too? I'm not gonna download that. This grandma's gonna ruin your life in the game, and then the game is gonna ruin your life in real life. A few days ago, Bob come to a new place to live, and he saw neighbor's granny. He wants to say hello to neighbor granny and come to his house. Okay, who the fuck is Bob? It started this description like we already know who Bob is. His neighbor's granny seems suspicious. She was hiding in his garage. She shouted, "Hello, granny." Is this gonna explain the entire plot of the game to me? I'm not even gonna need to play the game after this. He wants to find out information and the secrets of creepy neighbor's granny. Okay, it kind of sounds like from the description that granny is not that strange. Okay, I guess she was hiding in his garage. That actually is pretty weird. But it's like, and you follow Bob, who's trying to find blackmail on this old woman. It's like, who's the bad one in this scenario? You evil game. Okay, so the first game I'm gonna play is Bad Granny. I will download that now. If I just type in simulator in the App Store and search for iPhone and iPad apps, what's gonna come up? Cat Simulator 2020. I'd like something a little more up to date. Being a cat has really changed in the past 2 years, so. My virtual boyfriend chat, messenger, and dating simulator. Boyfriend of your dream. Oh my God, things are getting really extreme in this chat. I can't stop thinking of you as a real person. And he says, I am better, I will never let you down. Virtual boyfriend allows you to discuss everything you want. That's nice of him. Cheer up seeing his funny and sometimes not to the point answers. Okay.
So you can discuss anything you want. He's just not gonna always respond to what you say. You can talk about whatever you want, and he's also gonna talk about whatever he wants. And we are downloading my virtual boyfriend chat. Okay, I'm just gonna type in some crazy shit. Let's see if we can just make up a game and see if it exists. I'm typing Ghost Simulator. Penguin Simulator. That actually sounds kind of sick. Yo, Ghost Simulator game! You got missions, upgrades, shopping. Okay, you can crawl around town as the Lick Mage. Lick Mage Nuts. Okay, it doesn't exactly look how I pictured it. I kind of thought that like you'd be going around and like haunting people, but instead you're just like wandering and floating around this barren wasteland, fighting things. Okay, I mean, shit, I'll give it a shot. Ghost Simulator game, there we go. And you know what? Let me snag Mommy Life Simulator too. This one looks kind of fun. Let's play like a super mom. Whoa, it's Gender Norms the game. Look at all the blouses you can choose from and modest shorts. Okay, master your driving skills. Seems a little sexist. Bring on goods for the family. Seems a little sexist. And activities to make your day great. You can go play tennis in your jeans, play with your dog in your jeans, run on the treadmill in your jeans. Someone please give this mother some athletic wear. Give her some shorts, give her a tank top. This mom is jogging in a flannel. I'm gonna download it if not solely for the fact that I wanna try to free this mom. Let's see if we can escape. Talking horse. So it looks like a game where you like take care of a horse and he smiles at you with the most horrific and unsettling smile I've ever seen. Okay, so you can do things like play video games with the horse, it looks like. You can work out with the horse. You're telling me this horse bench presses? You're telling me the horse works on his chest? He doesn't have one. I am gonna download it though. All right, I've got a wild batch of games. I've got them all downloading on my phone. Let's get gaming. That scare you? All right, let's find out what makes this granny so bad, shall we? Let's find out this old hag's secret. The first thing that happened when I opened the app is it asked me if Bad Granny could track me across other apps and websites. Now, why the hell would Bad Granny need to do that? Allow Bad Granny to track you wherever you go, both on your phone and in real life. This game is evil, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Also, does anyone else find it weird that that button always says ask app not to track? Like, is there a possibility the app is gonna say no and just do it anyway? How about we start telling these apps not to track? Who's with me? I said who's with me? Yeah, okay, thank you. Before starting this game, I had no concept of what this game was gonna be like, at all. I have no concept of what this game is gonna be like, at all. But in a nutshell, what you do in this game is steal from a lonely old woman. Find the cash. Oh my god, am I stealing from the grandma? Am I the bad one? You enter her house at the beginning of the game, and then for 20 astonishingly short levels. Level cleared! The game directs you to systematically steal every valuable item in this poor woman's house. Each level you steal one item, all while being hunted by Granny. The main door is closed, find the key. Oh, fuck! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! What the hell? Yep, that's Granny. And that's the first time I ever saw her. And while you're doing the game's bidding, picking up every loose item in her house, she roams the halls with a baseball bat, and if she finds you before you beat the level, she clobbers you to death. Ah! And I just gotta ask, is that really so wrong? How bad is Granny, really? It's just that I don't really feel bad for my character. I feel bad for the granny because I broke into her house and now I'm stealing shit. The description on the App Store said that I was getting dirt on the granny. And then you jump into the game and come to find out I'm just stealing nice things from her. I took her TV and I stole cash. Is that what dark secrets the granny was hiding? Her life savings? We're gonna put a stop to whatever the granny's been up to. You find out she's just been up to saving. She's been up to a retirement fund, a Roth IRA. We can't let her get away with this. Granny has a couple of interesting quirks and features. For example, when she hits you with her baseball bat, she doesn't actually face you. She runs right up to you and then turns to the side and hits the air next to you, thus killing you. Sometimes Granny can kill you after you've already beaten a level, which is really frustrating. Oh, fuck! Level cleared! Wait, what? A level cleared and I died? Like, you'll be on the level cleared page already, you'll be celebrating, and then the game will notify you that unfortunately Granny has decided to kill you anyway. Sometimes Granny gets stuck. I think I beat the game. She'll get confused in her old age and she'll get stuck, and the corner of a room or the middle of a hallway. And, you know, it's good for us, but it's sad to see, you know? She used to be so young and spry, I assume. I never actually knew her back then, but the instructions in this game are way less helpful than they should be for a game that is only instructions. As you'll come to find, Granny's house has 2 floors. And while most people would call those floors the first floor and the second floor, whoever made this game, I guess, thought it would be fun to call the first floor the main floor and the second floor the first floor. So in the game, when it tells you to find the Chinese vase in the first floor alley, you get to spend an exhilarating 10 minutes wandering around what you thought was the first floor, touching every vase to check if it's the Chinese one. The Chinese vase, am I stupid? What is a Chinese vase? Okay, I've been wandering around the house for like 10 minutes now. The granny's not even here anymore. It's like she left, she got bored also of the game, only to find out that it was upstairs the whole time. If I find the vase up here, I'm gonna be so pissed off. Just so we're all clear, this is the second floor. And if there's a Chinese vase up here that I could pick up, I'm gonna lose it. And I'm gonna, God damn it is right. Oh, and I'm dead. That was the second floor! This game is wicked cool. Now I know it looks like I'm having a lot of fun playing this game, but it got really boring really fast.
I've been in every room of this house 900 times.
I wish I never found this game. Every level is basically the same. Anytime you beat a level,
yay,
fail a level,
dang,
or even pause the game, you get an ad.
It's an ad for a game called Going Balls. I'm going absolutely balls right now, dude.
And they're really long ads. These ads are unusually long and confusing to click out of.
Please skip. Please skip. No, I don't want Cash App. Skip it. No.
I literally think I spent more time watching ads than I did playing the game. That's not fair. But because the levels were so short and there were only 20 of them, I knew that if I buckled down and grinded, I could beat this whole entire game in one sitting. So I suffered through ad after ad after ad, and finally made it to the last level. Now pick everything and run out of the house. So with all of her worldly possessions in my 2 pants pockets, I made my escape. Okay, here we go, let's go!
There's 2 yellow spots. I get to pick which one I want to finish on? I'm going over here.
Level clear! Yeah! This game made my life worse. Also, I realized after I finished the game that on the App Store, there's supposed screenshots of gameplay for this game, but none of those are in the actual game. Picking up barrels and sitting down for lunch with Granny? Where was that? I would have killed to do that. Next game. I was feeling pretty frustrated going into the next game, but I was hoping that Virtual Boyfriend Simulator would be a nice change of pace. I started off by creating my own little profile. I got to take a picture.
That looks good.
Put in my name.
Damn.
Decide on a couple of character attributes. I had to look up what impudent meant.
Means not showing due respect for another person or impertinent. Similar to Chinky.
Wait, what?
When you go back to the app after being in another app, there's a picture of a crying boy that says, "Honey, come back." And then when you actually get there, it's like, what? Oh no, we just wanted to know if you were impudent or not.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm impudent. When you start playing Virtual Boyfriend Simulator, you can only talk to one guy. His name is Kevin.
The perfect boyfriend for you, Kevin?
And he's 18.
Is 18? Okay, I'm 28.
The 10-year age gap made me a little bit uncomfortable. But unfortunately, if you want to talk to literally anybody else besides Kevin, you have to pay for premium. From the moment you get into this app, they start bombarding you with messages to try to get you to buy premium.
Unlock all virtual guys.
There's pop-ups that say, look at all the boys you can talk to if you upgrade to premium. You can send unlimited messages with premium. I thought at the very least Kevin would be on my side because he's the only guy you don't need premium to talk to. But when I went back to message him, he was also trying to get me to upgrade. His very first message to me was, hey, I'm tired of these ads. Can you stop being a cheap fuck and upgrade to premium, please? It's like, Kevin, you gotta know that the second I upgrade to premium, I'm never talking to your sorry ass again. If there's premium guys to be talked to, I'm going to be talking to them. Anyway, I tried to resist the upgrade and just talk to Kevin for a little bit.
Hey, Kevin. I'm gonna make up some backstory, I guess. I got your number from, and then I'm just gonna come up with a random name of a person that could be a friend, a realistic name like Baseball Louie. Nice to meet you. Okay, he's typing. Oh, wait, what? He thinks my name is Kevin? What? He said, "Hey Kevin, I love baseball. Who's your favorite team? Mine is the Yankees." It was off to a little bit of a rocky start. I didn't have too much hope for the AI, but it was kind of disappointing that the bot didn't even know which one of us was Kevin. But eventually we actually did get a little bit of a conversation going. Do you have any pets? I have a dog named Buddy. Okay, Kevin. I do have one pet. His name is Baseball Louie. That's a great name for a dog. It is, dude. Thank you. What do you do for a living? I'm an accountant. Based on the description in the App Store, I was not expecting Kevin to understand anything that I said, but Kevin would actually respond to what I said in a pretty natural way. At least for the first 4 messages I sent him. My dog is a Australian Gumblebee. I'm just gonna make some shit up and see what he says. Wait, huh? Sorry, but in the limited version, we cannot chat endlessly. I'll be back in 2 hours. What the fuck? This game lets you send 4 messages until it's like, all right, buddy, pay up. Now that you've gotten to know our darling Kevin, surely you're willing to pay $3.49 to talk to him. Surely you'll spend a little cash on the guy. He's told you he has a golden retriever. He's told you he's an accountant. Are you not in love yet? And you know what? I did pay $3.49. Okay, I guess I'm gonna continue chatting. I guess I'm gonna pay fucking $3 to talk to this guy. Hey, these premium guys keep messaging me. Hey, I know your little secret. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking to Kevin. From here, things got a little bit suspicious. My dog is an Australian Gumblebee. What do you say to that? Whoa! I'm actually really surprised how good the AI is. I've never heard of a Gumblebee. Wait, he spelled it wrong. Huh? Am I talking to a real person? How the fuck would an AI spell something wrong? He said, I've never heard of a Gumblebee. Gumby. What's it like to have one of those? How could a computer spell something wrong that I made up? Just copy and paste it. While trying to get to know Kevin a little better, I decided to ask him some personal questions. Have you ever kissed anybody? Sexual style? And his responses just made me more concerned. Wait, what? Sometimes I am a nasty boy, but rarely enough. If you are lucky, I will say some vulgarity. If you're lucky, I will say some vulgarity. I love that. If I'm lucky, he's gonna say shit, balls, fuck. I guess I just didn't really feel like I was connecting with Kevin, and also I was a little concerned that I was actually talking to a real human being in like a call center somewhere. So I decided to chat up some of the premium guys instead. Big mistake. Andy's already messaged me freaking 3 times. Hi there, it's raining again, nothing new. What's the weather like where you are? Maybe I should move closer to you. Hey, I know your little secret. I never thought you liked to eat at night. Honestly, I can't help myself not to eat a couple of soft, hot buns before I sleep too. Why don't we eat together? I have a gift for you. And it's a chicken. One actually kind of cool thing about this game is that it allows you to create your own custom dream boyfriend. You can give them a name, you can like change their personality attributes and upload your own picture to it, which I could actually see being really cool if you have like a celebrity crush that you've always wanted to have a conversation with, where they keep forgetting who you are and also keep trying to get you to upgrade to premium. Now I had him, the AI bot of my dreams, Baseball Louie. This time I did not beat around the bush. I had to tell him how I felt right away. Let's get this conversation going. Hey, I love you. Now, I only recorded myself talking to Baseball Louie for like a half an hour, but I decided it would be good for the video to keep talking to him over the next few days. Just for the video. I thought it would be good for the video and just that. And we had some pretty interesting interactions. We made plans to go to a baseball game together. He didn't show up. I told him I was spending $200 on tickets. He said he was looking forward to seeing me. I told him I was going to buy him a hot dog and feed it to him like a mother bird. He seemed stoked. I guess just not enough for him to actually show up. I got to talking to my friend Jarvis while we were at VidCon, and he said that all of these like AI chatbots are trained in pretty much the same way, where they're just given a ton of public information from like Wikipedia and stuff. It helps them learn to speak naturally, but it also gives them like a ton of knowledge. So I tried asking Baseball Louie some like random trivia questions, and it's kind of funny. I like kind of forget that he's supposed to be pretending to be like a dreamy boy for a second and just answer like a robot. Hey, what's the capital of Maine, by the way?
The capital of Maine is Lake Champlain. It is the largest city in the state.
Baseball Louie and I had a lot of fun, but now it's time for the scariest game of them all. Not because it's about ghosts, but because it was a total waste of time. Ghost Simulator was borderline unplayable. Just like Bad Granny, each level had one objective, but instead of roaming around a house picking up cash, you're roaming around the afterlife, killing a skeleton, or killing a spider, or killing one of these goobly guys, and that's pretty much it.
You just fight bad guys, which would be fine if the gameplay wasn't so fucking bad. This game is laggy as hell.
This game is so laggy. I simply can't play this for too long.
This app also really wanted me to upgrade the second I started the game. Free items when by ultimate character.
Who's ultimate character?
Oh shit. Whoa, look at this little guy that I'm starting with. This little tiny ghost. And then your only other option is ultimate demon lord. You versus the ghost she tells you not to worry about? Shit. But this time I was able to resist the urge. I don't think it would have made a difference anyway. This game gets an F, and now it's time for Welcome to Mom's House. Did that transition make sense? I don't remember what I said before. There's no introduction or anything. The game is just like, go. Go get your 2 ugly kids ready for school. I don't know why they look like that. Everything in this game is pretty ugly. Your kids look like they made 2 adults and then just shrank them, and we're like, that's what kids are, right? They're just small adults. The buildings, the bus? Why is the bus like that? Did it melt? The way mommy moves is also hilarious. They could not figure out how to make her look natural doing anything.
Okay, pick up school bag from the table. That's easy. I know how to do that.
Picking it up in the most labored looking way possible. When mommy ventures outside the house, you'll find that they've populated the streets of the town she lives in with an NPC.
Who's this weirdo?
Just one NPC, and he's everywhere.
Hey, there's that guy again. He's standing over here too. Hey dude, are you okay? You look like my son, but taller. Oh, and he works at the store as well.
But for the most part, it's a pretty chill and relaxing game. Mommy's having a good time, the stakes are very low, except for the cooking challenge. The cooking challenge was very stressful.
Turn off the stove once the soup gets perfectly cooked.
There was a little meter that was supposed to tell you when the soup was undercooked, perfect, or overcooked, and I accidentally took it off the stove early.
Oh. Wait, it wasn't ready. I accidentally did, it wasn't ready. I know it's not ready. Hold on, the soup is not done yet. There was a little diagram that showed when it was gonna be cooked. I didn't know that that button did that. I didn't mean to take it off.
It wouldn't let me put the soup back on the stove.
Now I have no choice but to serve it to my kids. It's undercooked. I'm gonna pour it down the sink. I don't wanna feed it to my kids. Look at them. Oh, and what is my husband gonna do when he finds out about this? This is now part of my plot to kill my kids so I can start a new life somewhere else. Here you go. Here's your soup. It's undercooked, we won't eat it.
The game is just like, oh, you thought the soup was done? Go ahead and feed it to your kids then. Oh no, this will be rich. Let's see you feed the soup to your kids if you think it's done. You know better than us? Go ahead, see how they like it. They didn't like it. And I would just like to add that the entire time I played this game, mommy was very poorly treated. No one ever said, thank you, mommy. No one ever said, wow, you're such a great mommy. Thank you for the soup. As someone with a mommy, I find that disgusting. Even I know that that's fucked up, and I'm 6 weeks old. There are some in-game purchases available in this game. You can buy new family members.
I can pick different people?
Not additional family members, but you can pay to swap out your current family members with ones that you like better.
For only $9.99, you can tear your family apart. Cop yourself a new son. Look at how cool this one is. Tired of your daughter looking like a 40-year-old woman? Now she's gonna look like a different 40-year-old woman.
What's nice about this game, though, is it doesn't try to force these in-game purchases on you. The game developers were like, if you want to kill your entire family and swap them out with people that look different, Oh, hello. The game developers were like, if you want to kill your entire family and swap them out with new people, you can. But that's on you. Our hands are clean, dude. We didn't say you had to do that. This game was actually the funnest game I played the entire time, and I was actually really excited to beat it, and I was planning on playing every single level until...
I've come upon a level with no controls or instructions. I'm unable to move. I can't do anything.
The game just stopped working.
There's no controls. Mommy go. Maybe it's voice controlled. Mommy go. Mommy walk. So I guess I'll just exit out of the app and never open it again?
Welcome to Horse House. All right, partner, and howdy do. It's time to talk about talking horse. In real life, taking care of a horse consists of brushing it and letting it lick salt, and that's it, I think. So let's see if we can do those things in the game. As is tradition, this game presents no introduction or explanation of what this game is going to be. In fact, it actually kind of tries to pretend like you've played the game before.
Continue.
What an interesting button to make you press at the beginning of a game. I just want to make sure you're comfortable continuing to start the game. Are you good with that? Okay, cool. Continue. And this is talking horse. There's a horse on the screen, and a few things you can do with the horse. He can dance.
Oh shit, get it, little horsey.
He can also fart. And there's actually a couple of secret things that aren't labeled as like buttons that you can do on the main page. It's kind of like the secret menu at Starbucks. For example, you know how if you go to Starbucks, they don't have beating up a horse on the menu, but if you ask, they will let you do it? What happens if I poke him? Oh shit, did I beat up my horse? Right at the beginning, the game also prompts you to allow access to your microphone, and once you do that, you get to find out why the game is called Talking Horse. What is he doing? He's like looking at something? Am I supposed to click on that? You think I'm supposed to click on that little chick?
Also, what is he doing? He's like looking at something? Am I supposed to click on that? You think I'm supposed to click on that little chick?
What? Wait.
Wait.
Hello?
Hello?
He copies you. Imagine how many people have played this game and were not talking to their phone while they played this game and just never found out why the game was called Talking Horse.
I killed John F. Kennedy.
Yo, this horse is crazy. Press on the little video game controller on the main page and you will be taken to a list of mini games you can play with the horse. You got Jumpy Horse, which is basically a direct copy of Doodle Jump, if you guys remember that game. You got Horse Smash, where the violence towards horses continues. Horse Smash has a normal mode and then also a hostage mode. You know how horses are always taking hostages? Is the horse taking people hostage? Yeah, the horse sometimes has a duck, and I'm guessing I don't want to hit the duck. Whatever you do, don't hit the duck, dude. That's animal abuse. But if you ever see a horse pop out of one of those holes, break its skull with your hammer. Kill the horse. Wait, so they have a Jumpy Horse and Horse Jump. They really couldn't come up with any other game mechanics. They were like, how about a jumping game, a smacking game, and then, I don't know, dude, a jumping game? What do you want to play? You want to come up with ideas all day? You can collect coins a few different ways from what I've gathered. You can get them in games, and you can also buy them with real human money. And when you have enough, you can unlock new and fun things that you can watch your horse do. And not to brag or anything, but I did unlock everything in the game, and now my horse can walk on a treadmill. And you know what? I'm proud of him. I'm really proud of my little horsey. I'm really happy that I played this game. It brought a lot of joy to my life. I'm not scared of the horse. I'm not terrified of the horse. I didn't delete the game immediately after filming. I really like this horse. Transition. I guess this is the part of the video where I'm supposed to have reached some kind of conclusion about what I just did. But honestly, I don't really think I learned that much aside from the fact that there are a lot of games on the App Store that are not fun. And also, I have to remember to cancel the subscription to Virtual Boys. Was that a subscription or was that a one-time payment thing? I gotta go figure that out. I gotta make sure that I cancel that if I need to cancel that. All right, well, anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go do that, and you can go ahead and subscribe. Deal? Okay, good. Bye. Life as a new dad is pretty good. Rocking my baby to sleep, watching him crawl for the first time, and there's so much to look forward to. Like finding out what kind of TikTok dad I'm gonna become. There's so many types of dads on TikTok. You got Frog Dad. I could be like Addison Rae's dad, begging Young Gravy to box him. One thing's for sure, whatever kind of dad I become, I'm excited to do it on TikTok. Wait, what is this? TikTok is getting banned? Guys, TikTok might get deleted in the US forever in a few months, so I either need to move countries or fulfill my dream of becoming a TikTok dad now. Luckily, over the years, I've gathered a pretty choice list of dad talks, and today I'm going to watch them, and then I'm going to become them by recreating them. So let's take another look at that Addison Rae's dad TikTok.
Can I get a
Okay, so this TikTok is from a couple years ago. It's from 2022. And if you were unaware of this situation where Addison Rae's dad wanted to fight famous rapper Young Gravy, I believe it started because Young Gravy made some comment on a podcast about finding Addison Rae's mom attractive. Now, Addison Rae's dad and his mom aren't together and haven't been for a long time, I think. But nevertheless, Monty, that's his name, Monty Lopez, decided to settle the score by getting on TikTok and begging Young Gravy to fight him.
Can we meet now? Like today, it's August 9th.
2022. I'm ready and I bet you're not. Only a boxing match. Do you have what it takes?
Please, I'm begging you, Young Gravy, fight me, please. I'll let you win. I don't care. You can bring a gun. Just don't kiss her. Also, because of the UMG thing that happened recently where they removed all their music from TikTok, this TikTok is completely silent. I'm guessing it had more of a badass vibe to it when it actually had music, but now it's just kind of sad. But to be fair to Monty, that TikTok was like 2 years ago. The beef has since been resolved, I think, or Monty just realized that Young Gravy was never going to respond to him, so he stopped trying. But let's see what Monty's up to now.
What's going on, everybody? Happy holidays. We got some real funny videos that I'm about to show you. Let me know in the comments below which one you think is the funniest.
Cool, man. Yeah, those are some pretty funny videos. Did you steal them, Monty? Did you steal the videos? Bad, Monty. I like that Monty is compensating for his old videos having no music by putting 3 times as much music as is necessary in this video. I don't really think that this exact genre of TikTok speaks to me. I don't really know if I want to become like the content stealing kind of guy on TikTok. Hey guys, check out this crazy clip I just saw. You're gonna want to buckle in. This is 3 hours long. I should give Addison Rae's dad type dad a shot though, so I'm gonna be recreating that first TikTok. Okay, so I was trying to think of who it would be funny for me to be trying to fight in this video. My first thought, for some reason, was Joe Biden, but I feel like if I posted a shirtless video of me screaming and begging Joe Biden to fight me, I would be investigated by the FBI, the CIA, trying to think of any other 3-letter acronyms, AJR maybe. So I'm not gonna do that. Maybe it would make more sense if I just challenged someone who already does influencer boxing, like Jake Paul. I could make this same kind of shirtless screaming video, begging Jake Paul to fight me. I can't just stop there because Monty didn't stop there. Oh no, no, no. He challenged him, he begged him, he asked him to come to his house right now, and then he also pivoted to just posting silly videos on his page. So I'm gonna try to encapsulate all of that into one video. I also noticed in this video when he stands up, it like, well, one, it says run white boy run at the bottom, and then it also reveals that he has a tummy tattoo. So I don't know if I should incorporate that somehow, like when I stand up there's a funny tattoo on my tummy. Maybe it's just a heart that says Jake in the middle. Because I want you to get the vibe from this that I just want to hang out with Jake so bad. I don't care if he's beating the shit out of me or if he's just coming over to help me water my garden.
It's actually kind of hard to write this upside down, but hopefully I'm doing this correctly. Can you even see it in the camera? Can you see the Jake? There's an effect on it. Should I use that effect? Gym light? That's kind of menacing. What other effects could I use? No, okay. Let's just do no filter. No filter or nothing.
Can I get
I didn't like filming that at all. Actually, I hate that. I'm gonna put my shirt back on. Yeah, sorry, I hated that. I'm gonna keep my shirt on, actually. I thought I was gonna do it with my shirt off, man, but I can't do it. I just can't see myself convulsing shirtless like that. I don't even think I want it on the internet, to be honest. I don't want it. Nobody should see that. So it's gone now. I'm just gonna have to live with Jake tattooed on my tummy, and that's just gonna be a secret between me and you guys. Nobody's gonna know that happened. Okay, let's try again. Shirt mode activated. It's hard to press the start button the way I have my phone propped up. The keyboard's kind of in the way here. There we go. Okay, shit. God damn it.
Can I get
I might have been pretty good. I am picking up my phone at the beginning, but I think I went menace mode for sure. Actually, the beginning where I propped my phone up adds some kind of authenticity to it in a way. I don't know if it's like a millennial pause or kind of makes it seem like this video was totally off the cuff. Like I wasn't even planning on recording this. I'm just setting my phone up because I'm getting so pissed off. Well, I guess I'll just finish her up then. Oh, there's still sound. Can I make the sound stop now? Please? Okay, I guess I can't. So is it just gonna be that then? That's not good. That's not funny. That's just weird. That's just me straight up asking Jake to fight. Okay. Maybe I can record it in my camera roll and then add it in the editor. Hey Jake, I just wanted to say, I didn't mean what I said back there. I don't think you're a baby. I think you're awesome. And we don't have to fight. We could just hang out sometime if you want to. Anyway, here's a funny video I found. Okay, now I have to actually find a funny video and add it in here somehow. Funny video I found. Hell yeah.
Can I get
Hey Jake, I just wanted to say, I didn't mean what I said back there. I don't think you're a baby. I think you're awesome. And we don't have to fight. We could just hang out sometime if you want to. Anyway, here's a funny video I found.
Yeah, I think it's perfect. And I think it's ready to post, and I'm not worried at all about what people will think when I post this. So I think after I create all the TikToks, we can take a look at some of the responses to them. Okay, next TikTok. My daughter being in a toxic relationship, hashtag POV, a pack sticks up for each other. One of my favorite things about this TikTok is how many people show up. I thought it was just gonna be the dad at first, but then more and more characters keep coming in. It kind of makes the dad seem a little less badass. Like, no wonder the boyfriend's scared. He is severely outnumbered. I also love how the uncle comes into frame by touching the brother's shoulder, but it's obviously just his own hand touching his own shoulder. You know you're in for trouble when you feel your uncle tap your shoulder. You know how uncles do? Now, the weird thing about this one is that I actually don't know if this guy has kids. I actually don't think he does, but I do still think that there's something we can take away from this video. The whole concept of a pack sticking together. Oh, are they wolves? Oh, I think they're werewolves, and that's why it says a pack sticks up for each other. And that's why all their eyes turn blue, this horrifying shade of blue, and the dad has on a wolf necklace. So they must be wolves. They've got wolf eyes. Wolves have blue eyes, right? Oh, wait. They don't. Wolves have brown eyes, it looks like. I must be thinking of huskies. Oh yeah, huskies have blue eyes. Are they huskies? Leave her alone, buddy. Unless you want to get strapped to a sled and pulled very fast over a great distance. If this happened in real life, do you think that the boyfriend would even hear the dad? He's screaming and the dad is whispering. He has a few other TikToks where he plays the role of a dad navigating a kind of tricky situation with his daughter. So I guess this genre is just fantasizing about having like a teenage child and something awkward or scary happening with that child. And also you have to look really badass and you do have to be part dog. Got it, can do. Before I film this one, I actually have a much more important POV I need to film first. POV, that moment when you're sponsored by Opera. Opera makes other browsers look like that evil boy in that last TikTok. All alone and useless. Meanwhile, Opera looks like the family because Opera has so many useful features built in that it's so much more than just a browser. You've got Aria, Opera's native browser AI, which lets you get clear answers instantly. Highlight any term on the web and ask Aria to explain it. The great thing is Aria is connected to the web and can provide real-time information, unlike a lot of other AI models. Tab islands are huge for helping me stay organized while I'm working on a video. If I have several TikToks open, a couple of Google Docs, email, I can collapse them into context-based groups automatically. I don't know what accent this is supposed to be. One thing I didn't even realize I needed until I got Opera was a built-in ad blocker. It makes articles look so much more clean, which actually makes my videos look better, because when I screen record an article, there's not distracting ads all over the place. And it's super easy to turn on with just one click. If you're working on multiple projects at once, you can create entirely separate workspaces that you can switch between easily using customizable buttons on the sidebar. I don't like having a ton of browser windows open at the same time. It's super distracting and hard to sort through. So in my opinion, this is a much better solution. So if you want to check out Opera, then use my link below to download Opera today. Thanks to Opera for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Opera. Now let's film this TikTok. Okay, so I've been thinking a lot about how I could make this TikTok kind of my own, you know? Take everything I like about the toxic daughter boyfriend TikTok and amplify. So first thing we're gonna do is the amount of family that shows up. I liked how much it was in the first video. We're gonna double it. We're just gonna have a ton of people show up. We're gonna have the dad, of course, the brother, an uncle. Uncle's here! A second cousin, a third niece, maybe. Also, I think instead of like a toxic boyfriend, the daughter's just gonna be getting mugged. I think that would elevate the stakes a little bit higher. And then, you know, in the original TikTok, they didn't even turn into werewolves. Their eyes just turned blue, which, granted, that would be very scary if that happened to you, but I feel like they were trying to get at something there, but they didn't quite get there. So, in my TikTok, they're gonna actually turn into animals because there's filters on the TikTok that can turn you into animals. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna do it now. So I think what would be even cooler than turning into a wolf is if I turn into a horse. And I know that there's horse filters on TikTok. I have one saved here, where if you open your mouth, you turn into a horse. So I'm gonna use this.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. I look gorgeous. And then everyone just starts turning into horses, dude. The daughter turns into a horse. Uncle's gotta turn into a horse. And last but not least, the mugger has to apologize, of course. Let's go, baby. Now all I have to do is edit this, and it's gonna be ready to go. Now this dad is a whole different type of dad. His name is Brian B. Toe. I thought Toe might be his last name, but the way it's spelled out in his profile actually makes it seem like Bateau is his last name. I thought B was just his middle initial till I saw this just now. Say what you want about Brian, but he do be Toe. And I think there's a lot we can learn from Brian's TikTok. Stuck in a generation where loyalty is just a tattoo and being fake is a lifestyle. Where the real ones at? Man, Brian's so cool. I thought he was a teenager for a second because of how cool he's dressed. Hey guys, I'm just skateboarding with my backpack to school. I mean work. I hope my teacher is cool today. Oh, I mean boss. Sorry, I'm just a kid at heart. Also, I just got in a really bad skateboarding accident and hit my head real bad. Can you drive me to the hospital? I don't like this angle. Why is he so much higher up than us? Are we a child in this video? Are we his child?
Son, where are the real ones? What have you done with the real ones, son?
I'm not even sure how the caption and the video are related. They seem like totally separate things. I'm so sick of my generation. So I've decided to join yours. I'm a teenager now. In fact, I'm so young that my kids are my... All right. Now, obviously, I don't like this video. I don't like it one bit. But I'm mature enough to realize that I'm not the target demographic for this video. This video is for MILFs. 'Cause you a MILF. And I'm not a MILF. I'm at most a dill. I'm just a dad you would like. And the MILFs in the comments are loving it. Yes, you still got it. Where you been all my life? Damn, my kind of guy. More power to him, I guess. The one thing that I can't get over is the setting in which he's making this video. Are you in public? It looks like he's just in the lobby of a hotel making the absolute thirstiest video I've ever seen. You need to get to your room ASAP, dude. You are too horny to be in public. I like this guy in the background. The second he realizes he's in this video, he steps out of frame because he's like, oop, I can't be in this. Oop, get me out of here, this guy's too horny. The caption is still got it, which is a little confusing to me because usually you would say that about something you used to do when you were young. Brian, did you used to do this when you were young? They didn't have iPhones back then. Who were you doing this to, man? The reason so many people are single and not in relationships today is because we're looking for that 90s love in a 2023's hookup culture. Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, man, that's fine. Where are you? What's going on in the background here? I'm looking for that 90s love. The kind of girl that doesn't just want to hook up, but wants to go on a date to the giant dirt pile in town. I love that dirt pile. I wish I could date the dirt pile, but she's taken. Hey, get out of here! She's mine! Okay, this is good research. I feel like I'm starting to get what this guy is all about. It's a lot of like pouring your heart out on the internet. Some of it could possibly be on the verge of oversharing, but he's expressing his feelings. He's looking badass while he's doing it. It's like this emotional vulnerability mixed with this cool, mysterious bravado of being alone at the giant dirt pile.
Oh, 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 yeah. Da, da, da. I got a new
Okay, no, that's cool, man. Look, I obviously think that, you know, that's kind of a scary joke to make, but again, this video isn't for me. Oh, uh-oh. Oh God, Brian, the MILFs aren't liking it either. This guy is not funny. My first reaction, ew. Brian, you're scaring the MILFs, man. So I'm unaware of any gigantic piles of dirt near where I live. If there are any, I guess I'm just not cool enough to know where they are. So I'm here at the woods. Figured that would be an equally strange location to film this TikTok. So we've got strange location, the woods. We're going to have sort of a nostalgic / oversharing caption, which I'm still not sure what that's gonna be yet, but I can just figure that out while I'm editing it. I don't have to do that now. It doesn't have to have anything to do with the video, which is good. And then I also have to appeal to the youth. I have to try to make myself seem like a kid, which usually I'm not very good at, but I went to Walmart and I went to the kids section and I found some stuff that I think is gonna do the trick. Brian had a skateboard in his video, and so I bought a scooter. They didn't have any skateboards. I don't know if this is maybe a little bit too young for the demographic I'm trying to reach, but the box said ages 2 to 5. So I'm just gonna sort of pretend to be shredding it up out here at the beginning of the TikTok. By the way,
I am like 75% sure that there's poison ivy under my feet right now that I'm very much trying to avoid. And I think I have, but my legs just feel itchy even just being near it. This was actually a horrible idea. Anyway, the hat. It says Fortnite on it. Can you see that? It says Fortnite on it. I found it at Walmart in the little boys section and I thought, oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is gonna appeal to all the kids. So I've got my scooter, I've got my Fortnite, and I'm ready to have some fun. Let's film a TikTok. Okay, I think I'll just pretend to be ripping it.